Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, the shit's real. We talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pascal Bill, New England representing. As always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Guess who's Bazak? Still jumping on the track. Yeah, what's good? Yeah, we back here Monday night. Uh, BOXIN boxing. We back here Monday night boxing. Yeah, ringgangeradio.com in the building. You know what it is. Sample Kings Forever out now. It's your boy Jesus Shutterworth the God, aka the GOAT artist, aka LB, aka Lauderdale Boss. You know what it is. Yeah, man. Let's get it.
Nigga. Is your teleprompter broken, nigga?
I ain't do like a podcast in a minute, nigga. I've been going live like a madman. I ain't do no podcast like y'all just now getting me back on the group album, nigga. Like
you went solo, but you back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he been doing a little mixtape tour. Like, all right, he back. Like, bring him back on Wu-Tang now. All right.
But yeah, Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. Monday night boxing. Got a busy night of boxing. A lot of shit to talk about. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Hey, yo, anyone banned from the bodega this
Yeah, all these motherfucking politicians that passed this fucking big, beautiful bill shit that fucking killed sports betting. Fuck them motherfuckers. I am retiring after this year. I am no longer
What do you mean? What do you mean it killed sports betting?
They did some bullshit. They did some bullshit with the taxes, and now it's not going to be even worth fucking betting anymore. So basically,
you don't even break even if you lose.
Yeah. So basically,
you still owe if you lose.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be loopholes, but there'll be some loopholes. But
Rome. Basically, what happened was now, like before, you could deduct your gambling losses, like for tax purposes, and now, like you can only deduct. Yeah, now you can only deduct 90% of it. So like not like before, like for example, let's say you would have bet this whole year and you won 100,000 and you lost 100,000. That's you break even. Nothing, you don't get taxed, no taxes owed. Now with this new rule, because you can only deduct 90%, if you were to theoretically win 100,000 and lose 100,000, you would still owe 10,000 in taxes. Like fuck,
that's crazy because I think in Florida it's only on gambling winnings. I didn't know it was on gambling deposits, nigga. Like what the fuck?
Yep, every loss counts over here in New York. So yeah,
so you're basically betting twice. You're like, I hope this shit hits, otherwise I'm gonna owe $1.
No, basically, with the way things are set up, like with this new rule. Basically, to make a profit, you have to get a 10% ROI. And most people are not getting a 10% ROI in sports betting. Most people are lucky to get 5% return on
because niggas was eating too much off gambling. You saw all the bitches doing parlays out there in the timeline, so they had to shut that shit down.
That's what it was. Like, that's why I say, like, America doesn't really practice true capitalism. It's like a hybrid corporatism where only the corporate entities really get away with it.
You'll get away with some shit for a short time.
Yeah.
And then they'll lock that shit down, just like how they did with the DoorDash scam, just like how they did with the fucking.
I mean,
even with crypto,
underdog is winning. They gotta change that.
That's why they legalized. That's why they legalized weed pretty much in the country because niggas was eating too much, selling tree. The same shit.
Nah, there was too many politicians. Kids were getting damn arrested for that shit.
I mean that too. Yeah, that as well for sure.
Until they say, you know what? Let's just clear the board. And you look at it now. Most of the big weed, marijuana, medicinal companies, all that shit, they're white owned. There's niggas still locked up for selling an eighth and shit.
Of course,
yeah.
So that's what I'll suggest one nigga that you need to ban from your fucking bodega, and that's a goddamn art and graphics guy for fucking Turkey. Ban that motherfucker. Tired of seeing
that guy's been banned. Like,
good God. I wasn't here last week, so I'm just saying. Like,
trash ass graphics. That motherfucker.
If y'all banned that nigga last week, good fucking job. Fuck, I'm tired of seeing that.
That motherfucker was banned like a month ago. Like,
he's still out there.
Them cartoons is borderline fucking racist. Like, you know,
That's true too. Like the only one that looked real, like that, I was like, but it shouldn't have been made to begin with. Was that Raphael and Coppinger one?
Yeah. Turkey needs to get somebody on the graphics. You know, LB could do a much better graphic on there.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. Like it ain't gotta be me. Just somebody be better than this nigga.
It's because these motherfuckers are once again relying on being lazy, relying on AI, and this fucking shit is bullshit. It makes it look stupid. Like
was all the shit that they could put together, bro. Like that's it.
Yeah, no. We'll definitely talk more on the promo side of the upcoming Turkey card in New York, and a little later on in the podcast for sure. But I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender. No, we're champions out here. Let's get it. Ring in radio.
Yes, sir. I like that remix. Champion shit. You know what I'm saying? He stays elevated above the clouds. You dig? And last, but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's poppin'? You already know the fuck it is. It's your boy Rome Top 5. Chicago's on in the building, nigga. Happy 4th. Shout out to America. Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Roman on his patriotic faith. It is what it is.
I know we talking about the bill, but hey, it's in our Independence Day, nigga. Hey.
Yeah, and I hope even with all the chaos that's going on in this country, and there's a lot of chaos, I hope everyone at least had a kind of like a relaxing 4th of July, was able to, some of y'all, if y'all pork eaters ate y'all ribs, had your burgers, you drank a little bit, you watched fireworks, you got high, you saw some fam.
Like we a different species of nigga or something. God damn.
I mean, hey, bro, you know me. I live a righteous life, bro.
He was like, and you day walkers who was out there during the day when should be at night, like we demons or some shit, like get demonized us.
Hey, nigga, we talk about light skin and dark skin on here, bro. I mean, this is not categorization, bro.
Fucking pork eaters, like shit.
I mean, it bees like that. You dig? But seriously, I hope everyone had a kind of relaxing holiday and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It was very, very, very light on boxing. Poor Pilot is actually probably the one that actually sat through what was the offer on there. And and thankfully, Pilot, he did it so we didn't have to do it. Because Pilot.
I heard that Catterall fight was horrible.
I went through that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I didn't bother to watch that shit.
I seen Turkey said this ain't even Tom and Jerry. This is Jerry and Jerry.
It's really not even worth talking about because Cordina fought the Mexican dude and he won, but he could have stopped him. I was like, come on, man, like the fuck.
Yeah, no, I heard it was a whole bunch of struggle on there, but I mean, I was at a brewery like playing chess and shit, drinking dark lagers, bro. Like that was a better use of my time.
Yeah, I bet that was way more exciting than goddamn
it was.
boxing chess match.
No, watching chess was more exciting than that for sure. Watching chess was probably more.
Nigga, talking about chess is more exciting than that shit, bro.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. Matchroom could have. Needs to really do better on this.
Yeah, we need to just drop Catterall. Like he
I just gotta say. I don't mind the Catterall boxing, I guess, but never main event that motherfucker again. Please don't put. I mean, co-main, maybe a co-main or opener, but not a fucking main.
Nah. He just, bro. Like you're just moving the problem around. Like you're transferring the kid to different homes and shit when you just need to whoop the kid's ass.
Pilot, was niggas walking out that shit?
Nah, but it was. How usually the crowd's lit and stuff. Well, I almost heard some boos for the first time in the UK, so I don't know. I almost heard some.
Yeah,
boos,
no, Catterall. I mean, Catterall's already banned. Like he's on the no gamble ban because of what he did against Linares, and it's just like I mean, they want to make him a star, but Catterall don't want to be a star, which is funny.
Like, my God, like just hearing about his fights are boring, let alone watching them.
Like, believe in your offense. You can punch. It's okay.
Man got all the talent in the world. Quick hands, good punching power, decent skills. And for some reason, he can't put a fraction of it together.
What's the problem? His training? He's not doing a good camp? What you think the problem is?
It's his temperament. It's his heart. Like
the mentality.
He don't believe in himself or some shit.
It's the mentality, I feel like.
How can you tell a nigga don't believe in himself?
Because when you have all these attributes and you don't want to, and you're too scared to use them, and you're against people that are easy to use it against, it's a problem.
He never goes for it. That fight against Foley, I know LB was kind of backing him up then a little bit to talk about, because I thought he should have got the guy Foley out of there, and he couldn't. I was like,
well, he whooped his ass though. I mean,
but
look. The thing is, I'll never get on a nigga for not stopping somebody if they try and they're beating the shit out of somebody. That white boy was fucking tough. Like I don't get mad at fucking Vernon Forrest for not stopping Baltimore because he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
True.
But
it's different.
But when you're hesitating to go into second gear to fight Linares, who's been knocked out early and late by lesser fighters, and I fail to see. I'm asking you to ask what the problem is.
Like, yeah, it's that's all it is. It's like he doesn't apply himself. It's like, okay, you know goddamn well we would never let Pat hear the end of this. And we met this nigga at the park, and he's playing 1-on-1, and he doesn't want to post up a nigga who's like 5'7".
Yeah.
and Pat just breaking on the outside, and we're like, yo, like nigga, just go in, fuck this, like bro, like man, you don't lay up on this motherfucker already, like like back this nigga down, like and it's obvious, and that's how Catterall looks when he's the guy with dynamite in his hands, quick hands, power, and he's just backing up, throwing bullshit half-step jabs, don't knowing what to fucking do.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, yeah, but yeah, dude. Like, I mean, dude has all time. Like, dude can do something. He can probably be a champion, but his temperament is holding him back. Like, because like he's gonna be unwatchable now unless he's fighting someone who's a.
I'm sorry, all that he could be champion. That horse has left the barn a long time ago. I think it's a little too late.
I mean, boxing, like the powers that be, boxing screwed him over. Like he should have got that win from Josh Taylor straight up square. Like he got fucked over for that. So I kind of felt it. But then it's like, you know,
but he's kind of, but he hasn't done himself any favors since then. So.
Exactly. And you're right, and that's the part I'm getting to. Like, it seemed like after that fight, every performance got worse and worse until it was just unsalvageable. Until it was like, God damn, I don't even want to.
He could have
this nigga no more.
He could have kept. I mean, there's a lot of support from after that Taylor robbery. That was the most greatest robbery, arguably, of the 2020s. I mean, it's on short list.
Like he had mad support. Like we wanted him to do good, and it's like he fucked up. Like
you gotta make the most of it. That was about 3-4 years now. Like you're still stuck in the same.
And he hasn't. He was after that fight. He beat the shit out of Foley, and we were still riding with him. The Linares fight came up, and he just shit the bed, and it's like, God damn. But we saw the talent was still there, so it's like, okay, maybe he had too much respect for Linares. I don't know fucking why, but hey, I can't play psychiatrist on every goddamn fight. So he get the next fight. Who he fight? He fight Taylor again, right?
Taylor again, yeah.
The fight is more competitive now. Like, bro, like how you beat the shit out of him? Like, and now the rematch more competitive.
I mean, he won that one, but yeah, it was closer.
He won it, but it's like Lennox Lewis and Holyfield too. It's like, come on.
You should have fucking stopped him. I mean, you should have
stopped him or blinked him.
You should have won more clear than the first fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dude, we weren't supposed to see like you see how Chad Dawson struggled with Glenn Johnson the first fight, but then the second fight he just boxed him up uneventfully.
Yeah.
That's the difference we were supposed to see. You're not supposed to box a nigga up uneventfully in the first time, and it's just like not close at all. And then the second fight, you go in life and death with the nigga. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's the ridiculous shit though. So Catterall, man, like Eddie's gonna have to really think carefully. Either you put him in with a heavy hitter that has the ability that can knock him out, or at least give him a hard fight, or you stop giving him domestic level opponents where he's content to just stay in first gear and just do what he does to win fights.
Remember, this version of Regis was beating him until he finally got that knockdown.
Exactly. So,
like, come on, like, bro, like, nigga, like, dude, like,
and then you lost to Barboza. I know you were the hometown guy, but you should have done. I mean, Barboza is kind of tricky, but still, you should have been able to beat Barboza at home. You lost.
Dude, let's put the Barboza fight. in perspective, God. Like, check this out. Catterall and Teofimo share about the same type of attributes.
Mm-hmm.
So if Teofimo could beat Barbosa just basically off of boxing and talent, why the fuck Catterall couldn't?
I think Catterall's kind of like a Barboza Teo hybrid. He has a little bit of elements of both of those guys, you know. Because I felt like Barboza versus Catterall was similar to Sandor Martin and Puello. You know what I'm saying? The kind of two similar guys that are quote unquote.
Sandor Martin kind of tries a little more though. Like he may be a spoiler, but he's like an adaptable spoiler. Like if he know he gotta be a little more aggressive, he gets a little more aggressive. Like Catterall doesn't.
It's but it's basically two good, you know, boring UD boxers, guys that was good at UD type of, you know.
I'd rather see Sandor Martin over him though.
Yeah,
like I feel like you get more out of Sandor Martin, whether he's being aggressive boxing or just in general. Where Catterall, the Barbosa fight show you he had the same, like Catterall got the same shit Teo could do, and he fucked that fight up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
Like, so it's like, bro, I'm getting tired of this nigga. Hey, what up, Android? Salute. What's going on, Ring Gang? I'm not feeling any buzz for this week's event so far. Yeah, we about to get into that. This bitch, Holy Queen. The look of disgust on Shutterworth face, pure hatred.
Yeah, like none of us like non-effort or people not trying. Like it's like it's a problem, and it's more of a problem. But it's not just Catterall that has this issue, believe it or not. It's just
he the ringleader though.
Yeah, like some fighters, it's in and out in like pause, and someone like Catterall is just like it happens it happens constantly. It's too, and it's just like, come on, like you have the talent to do more.
Because he's not even a stump timer, nigga. Like even a nigga like Billy Joe Saunders looked great one night and then may look mid, but then he'll look good again. Catterall just looked bad every night out. Like damn.
That's all some UK fans kind of like say, oh, but you guys Americans prop up Devin Haney, and he made events and he, you know, he's just like Catterall. I'm like, no, he's not just like Catterall.
No, he's not just. See, that's the thing. Like,
no.
That's just the.
Devin get a bad rap for the Ramirez fight. Like that's the only fight you could really shit on Devin Haney is the Ramirez fight, and I've done that. But like, Devin's given better performances, you know, consistently more than Catterall. Catterall basically peaked in 2 fights.
And at a higher level, like the Devin is actually shown to actually, you know, he's knocked somebody out like before. Whereas like Catterall is like he hasn't stopped anybody in a while.
Even though he has the power to, like that's the crazy because he hits harder than Haney.
I'd say even though Catterall might have dropped Regis twice, Devin was more impressive in his bout against Regis than Catterall was. You know.
Yeah, because he never let Regis get into the fight. That's the thing, like.
Yeah, he
because Catterall got dropped, right? Didn't we just drop Catterall too?
Yeah, he dropped him too, but he dropped it in a competitive fight where it shouldn't have not been that competitive. But you know, Catterall, like I said, Catterall, like you know, like if you're gonna have him be the lone fight, main event, the lone fight card, you gotta kind of get that shit together, matchmakers. Like you gotta put him as a co-main.
Put him in there with Liam Perro.
Yeah, you basically got to put him in there with someone who's a threat to him. No more domestic level opponents and shit like that. Like you got to
put him in there with aggressive punchers. I was just going to say punchers, but some of them punchers ain't aggressive enough, and they'll just stare at each other. So he got to be an aggressive nigga, like who's gonna make him fight.
Exactly, Miss Bitch. Them UK niggas garbage at boxing. Not all of them.
I don't even want to say that, but like he got too much of a temperament thing with them niggas. Like. I felt like he tried harder trying to market Catterall when you had the human highlight reel Lee Wood right there.
Yeah, no, it's weird though. Like I mean, Catterall is like it's getting to the point where you can't. He's not. I mean, he's basically he's a snore at the box office. So yeah, you gotta leave him alone.
Nigga, I'll see Miguel Vasquez career box set over his next fight, bro.
Goddamn, bro.
Like, I'm just done with Catterall.
Yeah, no, but yeah, enough about Jack Catterall for now, unless his opponent pops dirty or he pops dirty. You know what I mean? So
I'll be the boringest damn performance enhancing test right there. Everything boring about that motherfucker, yo.
Facts, yo. But you know, this weekend though, you know, we should have, you know, it be a significant uptick in boxing. particularly one card that will pretty much kind of, I would say, probably determine how boxing, how boxing may air on a platform, or how women's boxing will actually go, or whatever. Of course, we're talking about on Friday night, which is really good. Because it's good because not to have a conflict of interest for multiple cards though, but is arguably Netflix after Serrano Taylor 2 kind of stole the show from Tyson and Paul. And the buzz was huge for that, for that rematch in the aftermath. So they're like, okay, look, we're gonna give y'all center stage right now. And Jake and company are like, okay, well, I'm gonna sign all these women boxers, and then we're gonna have an all women boxing card, on Netflix. No pay-per-view, any of that stuff. With, of course, the main event being Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano 3. And like I said, now for the hardcore, it's a card that we're all expecting. It's a good card. There's a lot of great fights on there and whatnot. But in terms of buzz, I know we talked about it a little bit in the chat. Like I said, promo wise, like Jake, they're doing their thing. Like that promo is everything. Like Jake's PR person sent us the trailer that was before it got aired. It was an embargo. Like they're going all out. You see some of the fighters that are hockey games, they're at basketball games. Like they're out there. Like
and this is like MVP been doing a solid job. Like I think they kind of understand promoting in America better than all these other damn places now.
And that's true. But and like I said, and it's great to actually see them. They're out and about, like they're promoting. But in terms of, let's say, buzz, because it's kind of hard because it's not hardcore. It's not buzzing like that. Casual wise, it's not. I mean, outside it's women, it's significant. I'm pretty sure we'll get more attention as it gets closer on there. But I mean, the fights themselves, like none of the fighters really hate each other. Like like it's all opportunity.
That's the problem. That's really was the problem. Like all the promo is right. It's just it's down to the fighters. Like no one's getting spicy.
Yeah.
No one's talking that talk.
Yeah. Like with the outside of the trilogy fight, there's no story. Like when Clarissa Shields and what's her name? Like they were beefing, and then you had Baumgartner and Mayer. They were they were highlight reel beefing.
Yeah. Think about it. If Mayer and Baumgartner got this type of promo, this Netflix rollout, dude, we'll be like tuning in. We'll be acting like this is Tyson Holyfield 2 or some shit. Like we would literally be like, oh shit, I cannot wait for these fight. Like, but that's the thing. Like you got good looking women boxers on that card. You got people who got great personalities, action fight. Mm-hmm. You got Sugar Neeks on there. You got Baumgartner. You got the model. You got everyone on there, and it's like it's just not. It's not enough thirst traps. Not enough mid videos. It's no personality. Like they just there. Like it's nobody getting spicy. Nobody saying, "Hey, look, I knocked this bitch out." Nobody saying, "I look better than this bitch." It's none of that.
Right.
And you kind of need that right now.
You do. And Griffith, the tickets are actually selling. They're doing their thing or whatever. But it's just like. Selling tickets is just basically just off the historical premise of the card, rather than like the fighters, having any type of personal beef, or because they're selling the card, but they're not selling their fights. That's
thank you.
Yeah, it
perfect way to say that.
It seems generic because I don't really follow much, the boxers, the lady boxers, or anything like that. But all I see when they come on my timeline is like the generic post of who they're fighting, and that's that's about it. I mean, Alicia Baumgartner is doing her thing, but I don't know if y'all noticed that, but like Sharita Metcalf, some of the other females are just posting them and their opponent with the whole thing in the background, and it's just kind of generic. It's
like that was cool like a couple weeks ago, but when you get to the last 2 weeks, and I want to start seeing real promotion done, not just the week of the fucking fight. Like,
facts.
2 weeks minimum. Like y'all should be going in. Like I need to see like clips, something like spark, like something more intense.
Like it's on Netflix. Like they can't even get like a little documentary. I mean, even combine it in one.
That's crazy. Yeah, there's no. I'm surprised there was not even like a documentary.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, they've done promo, but it's like we're not doing any interviews. Like, I mean, there's not really, it's not really anything personal. It's like it's hard to kind of if you're not hardcore, it's hard to connect. It's kind of hard to connect with who's going to be
But
fighting.
it's not even connected with the hardcores because it's like the shit Terry Harper doing promote herself more than these broads are promoting themselves right now.
I mean, no, but shout out Baumgartner. Baumgartner is doing her thing, but she's the only one that's standing out in terms of.
No, but see, the only difference with Baumgartner is she was the first one signed, and she had the most like clout recognition already. So they had to kind of do a little extra promo for her.
I heard she got some stake. I heard she got some stake in the company too. But you know, she's probably
she's a bigger name than the Sugar Neeks and
Metcalf and all of them.
Metcalf and the rest of them. They cool now, but it's like if Serrano Taylor here, Baumgartner's here, and then the rest are like right here type shit. Like that, they're like a couple levels away. So,
but she's promoting it like she knows she's gets the winner as long as she handles business. She knows she's probably up next to fight the winner type shit.
Clear, what it do? Hello, Ring Gang. Been a while. Hope all of you are healthy and happy. Salute, Clear. What it do, man? Chilling, man. We back here. Gang. We appreciate that.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, either way, I mean, I look forward to it because, like I said, you know, it's a lot of fights on there. There's a lot of fighters, and of course,
you're gonna get like 2 or 3 fighter of the years on that.
We should, and I think the women know too, because honestly, some part of like the women's boxing future is probably riding big on this card because, like, especially
you can't have a Shakur Stevenson ass performance that night.
Yeah, because if this card kind of flops at the box office in action, then it's Netflix won't put another fight like that, or at least if they might isolate it to just maybe certain boxers. Because like, and of course on top of that too is this is the card that we have to make sure that hopefully that their service can actually handle everything. This is like the practice run for Canelo and Crawford.
It'll be, trust me, it'll be fine. No offense, but the ratings ain't gonna be rating. Ain't gonna be 100 million people watching.
I mean, I understand that though, but they still have to make sure some shit is running. Like they can't.
It still need to be in the millions, bro. Like this shit still need to hit like 10, 15, 20 million, bro. It still need to hit numbers.
Right.
Like we not expecting 100 mil, and if it does, like what the fuck? That's great.
Yeah, that's great. You know.
But it still need to hit numbers, which I think it will. Because it's like they've been promoting it, and when you pull up Netflix, it's the first thing I see. Like
facts, absolutely, yeah.
I tell all my students like this is gonna be on Netflix. I'm training a bunch of women now, so I just you got Netflix, yeah. The Friday night, you watch that shit, throw that fucking right hand, right?
Yeah, no, exactly though, and that's a good thing because, like I said, the first 2 events for Serrano and Taylor. I mean, the first one is probably Eddie's best card in America, and it did trend, it did do all that good stuff. But it also had it had men on the card, and the fight
was the best mainstream card in America. I wouldn't say it's the best.
Is this Madison Square
Garden? Well, it is his best card in America outside of the Joshua Ruiz one.
Is the card at MSG?
Nigga, like the shit I went to was a better fucking card. But
is the card MSG or no? Where's it at?
It's an MSG.
Okay.
MSG. Yeah, that ain't a fucking Vegas fight, bro.
Yeah, they're not gonna put a women's fight like that in Vegas. Not yet.
I think it could as a co-main. Hell yeah. Like, see, and that's the one thing I would like to see later on. Like, I don't want to see, like, I want this show to be successful, but I don't want it to be where it's like these niggas think like, okay, let's do a part 2 women's night, part 3. Like, yo, like, start putting some of these great women's fights with the nigga fights, with the dudes. Like, mix this shit up. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all always with this gender fluid and all this bullshit. Okay, put them genders together, nigga.
Don't not put Andre on the Joshua card, Shutterworth type shit.
Because I think Netflix is missing a point. What worked so well the first time was the mix of fights, like the different type. You got we got the paid fight that everybody came to see, but we already know how this gonna go down. Then we got the female fight where these bitches hate each other and they going back to back. And we don't know how this shit gonna end. And we got these niggas fighting before that. Like that shit better.
Yeah, we got these 2 Mexicans about to go at it.
Yeah. That's
some shit that keeps you intrigued the whole night. This shit is like when you look at it from a casual standpoint, you're like, oh, I think that's the same girls that was fighting on that Jake Paul fight. I'll tune in around 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that's why it was so important for the other women to kind of self-promote their fights a little better so they could kind of be on some like, yeah, I'm gonna tune in for Serrano Taylor, but that's at 11. What they say it start at 8. Yeah, I'll probably tune in around 9 because I want to see so and so fight. Like that's the fucking
right. They need to
vibe.
use.
You're not getting that.
This is their clout chasing moment that they need to take advantage of because it's like this is all the eyes is on you, and you got the eyes on you because they remember what happened last time with they fight. How she got robbed, she was headbutting her, fucked up her head, all this shit. You got to roll off of that. You can't just be like, can't just be treated like an exhibition. Like, yeah, we're here. My opponent, she has great hooks, but I think I'm going to be able to get her out of there maybe in 8. Like, come on, nobody wants to hear that bullshit.
Yeah, no, people want to hear like, look, I heard that bitch shop at fucking Ross and Marshalls, and I'm gonna fuck her shit up. I don't like her. Her videos are trash. The bitch don't look good. That's the shit niggas want to hear for these fucking fights.
Amanda Serrano puts off too much of a goody, nice person. The only person I ever see ever throw shade at is Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? She's not that kind of.
But see, this is the thing. Taylor and Serrano don't really gotta say much. Like we already kind of the book is out on them. We know they're cool. Like it's the other women. It's the Baumgartners, the Metcalf, the Shardika Jump. Like hold on, let me because I see Lukey in here. Yo, Lukey, what's up, man? Salute, man. I'm gonna hit you up later this week. Nigga was busy, man. I got you. I'm gonna call you, but I got you, fam. 2 fights you were excited about. On that card, the Taylor Serrano, Green and Marshall. I think that's the co-main.
Yeah.
Metcalf and Sugar Neats and Baumgartner. So that's like 4 fights I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about the Baumgartner girl, but I know she's undefeated and and stuff. So we'll see how that is.
And then Baumgartner gets so tired during her fights, it's worth it because it's going to be competitive. So I think that fight will look good. I know everybody's looking forward to the damn weigh-in. So
I mean, for me, like the fight I'm looking forward to is Chantel Cameron and Jessica Kamara. Only because
I forgot. Yo, that's a good ass fight too, nigga. Damn.
Yeah, because years ago, like when Eddie had the New Hampshire card with Andre, which is an underrated card, that shit was spades. Kamara was fighting on there, and she damn near had a fight of the year on there. Like it was it was a bloody fight with what's her name? She Callie Reese, who's pretty much retired now in Hollywood. But that shit was one.
That was a great fucking fight.
Yeah, that shit was a straight up fade. Like they were they were throwing heat at each other, and ever since then I'm like, okay, Kamara can fight. Like I made the point to try to catch her fights whenever I can. So yeah, Chantel Cameron, like that's not gonna be a walk in the park because she can absolutely scrap.
Not at all. Like, because that's shorty could scrap, and the way Cameron didn't like how it got rough with Katie Taylor, and she didn't want to like out physical her back. I know that could Lukey, I see what you're saying. Like that could be an upset. Like I can see
Cameron's
that.
a beast. I watched an interview with her. She seems like a really cool chick. She's not bad in the eyes either to me, but she's a beast though. She's a beast. So hopefully,
got the pilot eye of approval. And hold on. Plus, for anyone watching, be sure to check out the Pro Box TV card this week. A great card. Yeah, shout out to
Lester Martinez is out. Lester Martinez is out, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. But niggas can still check it in. Yo, Pro Box TV be holding shit the fuck down though. So
yeah, no, because Pro Box
put that on.
Yeah, Pro Box is going to happen before the Ring 3 card. I was going to mention that a little later, though. But so there's no interference. So if you want like a boxing warm up, you can actually go and check that out. Like I think it started at like 5:30 Eastern time. Like that shit mad early. So like
hold on, clear, clear, bro. Let's make this clear. KT did not win fair and square both times. No slander, please. There was no robberies.
Well, let's get into this main event shit. We definitely
yo. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, come on, man. Like, this shit was the fuck, man.
Like both times, Serrano won both fights clear.
Clearly to me.
Hold on, real quick. Let me ask Clear. Are you British? Answer in the chat if you're British, because that will tell me a lot about what.
Yes. Please, please answer this man, Pilot. Please answer Pilot's question. Are you British?
Yeah, no, because Serrano Taylor, the first fight was closer, but Serrano definitely pulled that out. The second fight, Serrano absolutely won that fight.
Yeah. Now, this is the thing. I'll give you this. If the first fight, if niggas wanted to say, look, man, Serrano kind of let her off the hook, Taylor kind of battled back, yada, yada. I still thought Serrano won. Mm-hmm. But if there was a fight and y'all say, hey, man, Taylor eked it out, I wouldn't even argue. I would argue it a little bit, but I would shut the fuck up and be like, you know what? Okay. But the second fight, nah, no way. It's like it's like Golovkin.
It was way too many eyes. It was way too many eyes that seen that robbery. The second fight. It was way too many people that seen it.
Every person I spoke to talked about that fight and how Serrano should have won.
As soon as that shit ended, I ran to Twitter like, oh, I know niggas cutting up now. Niggas over here cutting up now.
Yeah, with the fucking headbutts, yo. Like, come on, man. Like, everybody remember there's two things in that fight. The headbutts and Serrano got robbed.
And the blood.
Three things. It was a great fight.
And fourth thing, it was bloody. Like, you know, like.
And it was bloody. Yeah, that's four things.
Yeah, because that was when some of because I remember some of the people on my Facebook, they were mentioning like, oh my god, I couldn't, like, some of the ladies were like, oh my god, this shit is bloody. I can't imagine putting myself through what they're doing. Like, I saw that shit. I was just like, okay, like they understanding now. They seeing the see.
It was a dope moment for I was about to say hip hop, but for boxing.
For women's boxing.
For hip hop.
It was a dope moment for hip hop. Like, wait, what? Like, they freestyle, like, but no, like, it was a dope moment. But I need to see dope moments done the right way. And Serrano should have got this victory, even if it was on some like, look, we got it. The first one was closer. Taylor got it. Serrano. This is set up a trilogy, but. Because I remember people were complaining about the third fight happening because niggas was like, well, goddamn, like, why we need three? Fucking Taylor won both of them. And it's like, I get
none of them were clear.
Thank you. Yeah. And a fight of the year, if a nigga want to have another fight of the year for the third time, who am I to say, you know what? I don't want them chicks to damn kill each other no more. No, nigga, fuck that.
And funny things too, I mean, I'll say too, Amanda Serrano, I think like her, like, I think, because I mean, as we all know, like at the prime of her career, she was doing everything. She was boxing, kickboxing, MMA, karate tournaments, all that, wearing her anatomy out, like, and for little change before she hooked up with Jake, you know. Yeah. And I think her career right now is peaking at the right time, even though her prime she's slightly past her prime.
Yeah, she's definitely past her prime, but her career is at the pinnacle.
Yeah, like. She's getting the big paydays and everything right now and whatnot, but you know it's just.
I got a quick question for y'all. Do y'all think that when you get a chance to fight a boxer twice, like let's say you fight a nigga, y'all have a great fight, and then the world wants you to run it back, ain't that a blessing to just have to fight the same nigga? You know, yeah, your camp might be a little different, but you don't. You know, you're better prepared. You know what to expect. You know what to do. Wouldn't you rather fight the same nigga 3 times?
I mean, the reason why it's money now.
If the world is asking for it, like Tyson Fury, like niggas was asking for that. I mean, Tyson Wilder.
I get it. Like, yeah. Oh, niggas weren't asking for Wilder Fury 3 like that, but I get the point. But
nigga, I was.
I was not.
I was just more like, I can see
it.
It came out better though. It worked though.
Or like Nello Triple G.
Yeah, we asked for the third one back in 2019, 2018. Like,
but I'm saying the world was asking for it, and it's like,
and Canelo was a bit denied it.
The fighters should just take that shit. Is what I'm saying. It's like when a nigga is giving you a chance to fight the same nigga, y'all niggas make the most of that shit. Cause how niggas is paying for the same product 3 times. Nigga, just make the most of that.
I agree. Shit. Like I agree.
Y'all already fought. Like normally when niggas fight, like, oh, I want to see this guy against this guy. Oh, that shit's over with. All right, we figured it out. All right, next matchup. But if niggas want to see you fight the same person, that's your matchup. Y'all niggas should just fight 6-7 times.
Shout out to the niggas who ain't want to see Bivol Better Be 3.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, niggas complaining about. I'm like, bro, each fight is a good one. Like 2 Russians throwing hands. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like,
yeah, and this
at least one each got a victory. So it's like, okay, the rubber match makes sense. That's the one thing they fucked up on with the Taylor-Serrano. And I wish Serrano had more of a chip on her shoulder about the robberies and use that to kind of fuel a promo and have some type of anger.
But the problem is she's paid now. She's like if she's not training now, she's over there saying thank you, Jake, thank you, Nakisa. Yeah. And she's showing off all her new place. Like I closed on a new property. Like this shit is too positive. She ain't that they ain't fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like this bitch robbed you 2 times and fucked up your face with all them goddamn headbutts. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I be mad as fuck when a nigga try to box me dirty. Like, I be like, nah. So if we making money, and I could literally like nah, fuck that. I'm mad at your ass.
Pretty much the same thing with like Chantel Cameron's fights with Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Similar to something.
Yeah, no.
Cameron should have won both of those too.
See, so pretty much, like, honestly, like Serrano's gonna have to really dedicate herself to really knocking out Katie Taylor. Like, don't even not box her. Like, she has to really try to knock Katie Taylor because that's the only way she's gonna win this fight. Really. Like
she got to stop letting Taylor control the clinches and the exchanges.
Right.
Like none of these broads, and the thing is, these women are fighting Katie Taylor like twice, but none of them have learned to just to take that half step back and fire when Taylor tried to come on the inside. Like no one has thought of that yet.
Say what you will. I know we complain about Katie Taylor a lot. But I will say, in the first fight, when she was holding on for dear life when she was hurt, and the second fight where she was rubbing the hair into the cut and everything, that to me it shows her IQ and her pedigree in terms of being able. It's what it is, but it did show that.
Nigga, if I see a nigga's arm is hanging off and I go kick it, nigga, that's not IQ. That's just being a dick.
No, she showed how to survive and make it rough for Taylor both times. You know what I'm saying? Serrano both times. It's true.
Yeah, no, Lukey, we'll get to the ring 3 card. Don't worry.
A lot of
boxing. I believe in sportsmanship in all sports. Like, I'm not gonna, if I see a nigga that can lose an eye, I'm not gonna keep attacking that eye. I understand, yeah.
Fight. I'm sorry.
It's a gladiator sport, but come on, dog.
It's a fight.
It's him on me, bro. It's him on me.
But hey, headbutting, that's illegal, nigga. I'm not finna headbutt a nigga into a cut.
Remember,
to try to win a fight.
Taylor needed a point deducted, and that never happened.
And the ref gotta do something. That's what I'm saying. I understand the dirtiness and all that, but at the end of the day, as long as the fighter is not fucking on steroids or their gloves are loaded, by all means, do what you can in the ring until the ref tells you not to. I'm just saying.
And that's what's happening.
It's supposed to be, but the ref failed the fight. Like the ref failed, and I won.
The ref failed the fuck out that fight.
Yeah.
Like another thing I don't like is that fucking Gervonta Davis, that little shoulder check. I don't like that shit. Like,
that's legal though.
That shit's cheap to me, nigga. You know how strong your shoulder bone is?
Yeah, but if you punch the shoulder, you dislocate it. Like it's a legal move. Like you have to give that's how you give fighters got to give space. You can do that.
I'm just saying. I had to argue with somebody yesterday because they were trying to tell me Perro cheated against Matias because he kept clinching, when in the inside, and I'm like, okay, but I know it's technically against the rules, but the ref didn't stop it. So do what you can to win at the end of the day.
Now there's strategic clinching, and then there's clinching because I don't know what the fuck else to do. Strategic clinching is what Perro did to Matias. Strategic clinching is what Shane Mosley did to Margarito at times. Jermaine Taylor did it to Kasim Uma. Sometimes, like shit, Muhammad Ali did that to Leon Spinks in the rematch. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just gotta pop. Oh, where you going? What you doing? Oh, you strong? Then break this. All right. Oh, ref, break it. Okay. Pop. Yeah, nigga, where the fuck you going? Like,
boo.
But this is the thing now.
Then you get booed out the fucking stadium, nigga.
Yeah, but see, I get that. I understand that, but it's on the other fighter to do something about that too. And I'll just be honest.
Space. But if the nigga is closing a distance with punches and then grabbing you, that's some whole ass shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But honestly, that sounds like a you problem. That's the problem Serrano and Cameron were having. Like, it's obvious what they need to do, but they just not doing it. Now, the ref could officiate better, of course, but we know boxing is the only thing where if something ain't working, if the exterior forces ain't working, you gotta take shit in your own hand and do it.
Right. Exactly.
It's a simple half step uppercut left hook combination that these niggas need to be working on night and day. Because Taylor would literally fucking just ram her head. Like, what's the nigga from He-Man? Ram Man? Like, the fuck? Like, I even made the fucking little boxing skit with the just hitting the bag. Like,
it's ridiculous because the first thing is because both women, they're clearly starting to deteriorate a little bit. Taylor probably a little bit more than Serrano, although Serrano has like the more fights, whatever that. And Taylor doesn't, and unlike Serrano, actually can punch. She's a legit puncher. Taylor is not a puncher like that. So it's like, so she has to kind of get.
But Taylor still hits hard. She still hits with snap and speed. Like I wouldn't say she's not a puncher, but she can punch, if that makes sense.
Right. But Serrano is a natural puncher.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So you would think it's like, goddamn, like you can't get your shots off. Like, fuck, it's frustrating, man.
So let me read off the odds right now for Taylor-Serrano 3. Some of it's actually kind of so. Katie Taylor is the underdog at plus 128. Serrano is minus 164. So Taylor points decision is plus 145. That might actually get more bang for your buck because depending if it goes the distance. Taylor KO is plus 1800, which that will probably never happen. A draw is plus 1100. Serrano decision is plus 100, and Serrano KO is plus 600. Then 600 is if you really want to gamble with that shit and be like, oh, okay.
Man, because I don't know if Serrano mean enough to really bite down and get that KO. She hurts her in every fight.
Mm-hmm.
Got her, but she just never creates the space enough to really get the leverage on the kill blows, the kill shots, the fight enders. I don't mean to say I'm thinking more martial arts, but I don't mean to say kill blows like. But you know what I'm like, the finishing blows, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that 600, that plus 600, I ain't gonna. That's a worth a shot though.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like Taylor could still. I feel like Serrano could still stop her.
I do too, but I think the temperament. I just think it's gonna go to distance again. If it's even remotely close, like I just figure they're gonna give it to Taylor again. For some reason, I don't understand how Taylor be winning on these Jake Paul cards like that too. Like she be winning like. I don't know if there's a sign. Like she's the only reason why like the Eddie is still kind of winning in some way. Like
Yeah, but when you have a boxer who's the female version of Canelo with these guys with the fucking plot armor, what can you expect?
Yeah, it's ridiculous because for some reason like people want to keep. I'm not gonna say Kate is not a good fighter though. But I mean, obviously, Kate should have more losses than what she has. Just it was just the one that she has.
Bitch need like 4 or 5 losses on her record. Like, are we kidding? Like,
yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, no. Like I said, I know it's gonna be a good fight, but I mean, I know I'll be pleasantly surprised and happy if Serrano stops Taylor or whatever shit like that. That I mean, honestly, nigga, we'll probably cheer, nigga. In fact, one of us may even go live if that happens. To talk
facts. that might actually happen. Yeah. But I look at it like this: one of them is gonna lose. So either if Taylor loses, I think what Canelo wins. How does that work?
Yeah.
If Taylor wins, then Canelo's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works with those two. They both fighting this year soon. Yeah, like yo. Yeah. So if Taylor wins, then bet everything on Crawford.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Taylor loses, then you might want to put some on Canelo. I'm just saying, like the way plot armor works, neither one of these niggas is both going to get the decision. Like at the same time in those type of fights, like
exactly.
Hold on, Chris Brand. Shout out the women. but the Berlanga Shakur card is way better. Let's be real. Like, is it?
I mean, it depends. It depends. Like I said, because
they about even to me.
Like, I mean, the only thing, I mean, I'm expecting action on both cards. I mean,
exactly. Like,
I love the fuck out of the Ring 3 card. There's no question about that too. But there are fights on the Netflix card that I'm excited about. Like, there's a good amount of them. So
I mean, because honestly, can Berlanga Shiraz, is that any better than Shadesha Green versus Savannah Marshall?
I mean,
is it really like a better, or are they just equal?
To me, hear me out. To me, for that Berlanga Shiraz, I have no problem with it because I don't know who's going to win. It's intriguing to me because I have no idea who's going to win that fight.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. It's a good fight. It's a good, solid fight.
Yeah,
but think about this. I say that as, is that a fight? If we would have gave you the resources to make any fight you want, how far on the list do we get to that fight?
Hell fucking no. That fight's nowhere near a fucking wish. Any like reasonable.
Thank you. Wish. Whereas Shadesha Green, Savannah Marshall, that's like, okay, like 2 punchers, one's lazy, one hasn't been in the ring for a while, but you know she'll get it. Like this could be exciting. This interesting. Like with Berlanga Shiraz, like I don't know what the fuck happened.
And
which is good too, but still.
And it's just the fact that we got one guy that's coming off a fight that after he lost to fucking Canelo, did a fight in hoo-ha land that nobody gives a fuck about. And then fucking we had another guy that's moving up in weight after looking like shit and getting a gift fucking draw in a fight that he should have fucking lost. So
I guess a guy who's beatable and had the style for him. So yeah.
Exactly. So what the fuck is this fight for?
Yeah.
Wait, damn, Lukey, you had Taylor winning the second fight? I feel most people thought Amanda won, so that is why this is happening. Yeah, yeah. But god damn, if you said the first fight, I could kind of give you that. But if you had Taylor winning the fucking second fight, god damn. Respectfully.
Yeah, no, I mean Lukey gives music good, but you know, I respectfully disagree with that too. Yeah,
I respectfully disagree the fuck out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
The first fight, I'll give you that. Because I felt like Serrano did kind of let her. It's like the Claudia Cotto fight. Like, one nigga looked like they had it until they just didn't.
Right.
But part 2, nah, man. Like, Taylor was robbed of officiating and the judges.
Yeah, pretty much, though. So, like, I mean, and now, I mean, I'm hopefully like I said. I mean, obviously now they're on Netflix again or whatever. I'm just hoping. I mean, obviously, fuckery could easily be brewing right now, and we don't even know it. Like, you know, there could be, you know, like I said, some shit could really happen on Friday night. But yeah, no. Hopefully, you know, a wrong is corrected though. That's the important thing for me. Because I mean, obviously for this card, I mean. We have to make sure that, you know, hopefully all the fights deliver in some fashion. Like, there can't be any duds. Like we mentioned before, you know, Taylor-Serrano 3. Then we got Baumgartner and Miranda, Undisputed Championship. And we got Marshall and Green. We got Ellie Scottney and Mercado. You know, Thorsland and Metcalf. You know, Metcalf has been doing a lot of her own promo too. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
She's been super excited about this. You know. And then of course Chantel Cameron and Jessica Kamara. Like, I think the only fight that I give 2 shits about, and mostly because I don't like one of the fighters all that much, is Ramla Ali and Leila Furtado. So that's the only fight on there I really don't care about. It's the only non-title fight too. So
is that the opener or something?
I think it's one of them.
That's not a bad fight. You can do a lot worse than that.
But you know, man,
I don't say it was a bad fight. It's just a fight.
I know. No, I know you. You don't like one of those fighters, and it's for stupid reasons.
But time out. Hold on.
It's not stupid to me.
King P, you like the Ramla Ali fight, but you're shitting on the Berlanga Shiraz fight?
But it's levels. It's levels. Like one's
gives a convincing argument, though.
Not really, because the levels and the expectations are two totally different things.
Because I'd rather see Berlanga Shiraz than goddamn Ramla Ali fight.
No, I mean you could do a lot worse than Ram. I don't mind Ramla Ali, and if it's like a fucking opener, all right, that's fine.
It is. It's one of the. It's either the opener or the second opener.
Exactly. So like, and for the hype it's gotten, which is not nothing, to where it's positioned on the card is fine. That it's fine. Now the other one, the other one is a co-main that's being hyped up like it's fucking something. For two fighters whose stocks are low right now. So yes, it's a huge difference.
I get it. I see it, but sometimes just matchups are just matchups, and like I don't know. Like if we were arguing against like Gabriella Fundora, then yeah, but it's Ramla Ali, bro. They making a movie about her. What the fuck she done to get a movie?
Again, I have to hold my tongue. So I really don't want to go in on this.
What the fuck has she done to me, nigga? Make a movie on Ring Gang if that's the case. Shit.
Like I said, it's just a warm up fight, a fight that you can go get your popcorn for, and then just fucking.
But see, that's why I don't like. Did we having like? I'm starting to hate when cards have too many fucking fights. Like I'm getting to the point where I just want to see 4 good fights, maybe 3. Like this whole 6 and 7, 8 goddamn fights, just because you know you're gonna get something fucked up.
But in this particular case, this is a whole. I mean, there's a reason, obviously, why there's like 8 fights.
Yeah, no, this kind of works because they really made good fucking fights. Mm-hmm. But it's like I could deal without a Ramla Ali fight. Like just honestly, like I'd rather just turn on Netflix and it gets right to it. Like, okay, yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel, though. But you know,
like,
I have my own.
I mean, I don't need an appetizer for this. Like, I don't need mozzarella sticks for this. Like,
yeah,
mozzarella sticks is for like wings and shit. You don't need mozzarella sticks before you eat a goddamn porterhouse steak or some fucking ribs. Like certain shit don't need an appetizer. Like it's just here.
Facts.
But yeah, so Shiraz, like let's fucking I want to hold on. Do they have any more odds for the women's fights before we leave?
But it'll be too much. Like which one specifically you want me to look at? Because there's a lot of
give me the Cameron and Makara. Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, I want to know the Metcalf Sugar Nicks if you could, Pat, too.
Yeah, that will. God damn, like I'm curious about the Green and the Marshall, but you're right. I don't want to get greedy.
No, I mean Metcalf is not on here. Let me do Savannah Marshall and Green.
Oh, okay, word.
So with Marshall and Green, so Marshall is a -750 favorite. Green is a +420 underdog. Marshall by decision -250, by KO +390, draw plus 1900. Green decision +700, Green KO +1,000. I mean, truthfully, both can punch, but it depends on who's going to commit to the punching more.
But this one punches a lot more.
Yeah.
You might see a Marshall KO. Like they put the odds where they could see it happening.
Yeah, like I mean, Marshall can probably stop Green, like but I think it's one of those things. It's probably a temper, but then Marshall's probably been out for a little bit, so it's like,
and we don't know how tough.
I mean, hold on. She's
what's
been
her
out
name? Green is.
Hasn't she been like doing MMA and shit? So it's not like
I seen a damn fight for her in anything. She been training over there, but I ain't seen no fights.
Oh, I thought she was like training in MMA. So I mean, like,
if she got signed to that PFL, I know what you're talking about. I just ain't seen nothing come out of it.
So yeah, I mean, so she's been inactive as far as boxing goes, but it's not like she's been just sitting on the couch eating potato chips and shit.
Right? Yeah, of course.
Green been active, and I think she's been doing just that. So I mean, shit. But yeah, okay. Did they have the camera one up or not?
Yeah, they do. Hold up. So Cameron and Kamara.
That's it, and then we done. I'm sorry, guys. I know y'all want to talk about Ring 3. My bad.
So so money line, Cameron is a -2,400 favorite. Kamara is +810 underdog. Cameron points decision minus 260. Cameron KO plus 230, which could probably happen. Draw plus 2,500. Kamara points decision plus 1,400. And Kamara KO is plus 2,900.
God, that's the fight you fucking bet on. That's the fight right there, folks.
And also, just to put too, Baumgartner actually has a KO prop for her at plus 290. So you might want to put something on that too, of her getting a stoppage over Miranda. That's also one thing.
Yeah, she could put her punches together good when she's not fucking tired.
Yeah, no, she needs to get. She ripped, so she shouldn't be tired. You know what I'm saying? Like,
tired of these Ken Norton looking motherfuckers all swole, but ain't got no stamina and shit.
No gas though.
No gas.
Yeah, but definitely tune in Friday night. Support the card.
8:00.
Yeah, like I said, if you want Netflix to kind of air more boxing, if you want women's boxing to kind of flourish more like that, you got to throw some support behind this card.
Yeah.
Because like I said, if this card is successful, then Netflix may actually air more fights. I mean, other than of course Crawford and Canelo, So
Ooh.
yeah. So, but yeah, I know most of you want to talk about this Ring 3 card. In all its positives and negatives. The negatives, no promo whatsoever. And I don't get it. You have the matchmakers, show the ass and like, okay, this is all 4 great fights, 4 good fights, good to great fights. But there's no promo, not even that fancy, $1 million Hollywood promos that Turkey's been doing for other past fights. Like niggas was getting 8-bit video games and shit. I haven't seen one promo that hit. Other than
it's crazy because these people have the personalities to make that really work. Like Berlanga should be on like It Is What It Is with Cam and Mace and all these other shows and just giving his personality. That's a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's just like you don't hear nothing from. I mean, Shakur is pretty much the only time they talk about Shakur is like, well, Shakur better be able to punch, or Shakur is not a puncher, or Shakur, he runs too much. Like instead of focusing on the damn fight, like there's just too much shit that could be promo, but it's not being promoted.
The shrinking ring,
and that's a problem. And then I know some people have an issue with the location. I don't necessarily do Corona Queens.
Oh, no. There's a big issue.
Take it away, King P. Let our resident New Yorkers speak on this part.
No, there is a big issue with the location because one, this is coming from somebody that's from New York and have actually talked to people that like do kind of follow boxing a little bit and like will be interested in it. But then when I tell them where it's at, they're like, oh, hell no. Like, ain't nobody trying to go all the way out to Louis Armstrong Arena. Like, for anybody that doesn't know, that's where they do where that's right next to Arthur Ashe Stadium, which is where they do the U.S. Opens. But, like, first off, the issue with the location is it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, it's in Queens, which already on that side, it's hard to get a lot of transportation that way because public transportation is very scarce. So getting there is a hassle by public transportation. And then if you're driving, there's a lot of fucking traffic and very limited parking spots. And the shit will be gone in like an hour. So like you got to leave really early. Like I know this because I've been there because they've had AEW wrestling has held events there at Arthur Ashe. So that's how I know how it's been getting over there. And like, but that's the thing, like that place does not hold, like outside of a couple of AEW shows and the US Open, that shit does not have any fucking like any concerts, anything. Nobody goes there for anything. It's
so but you would go there for wrestling, for not boxing though.
No, I would go there for wrestling, but for boxing. But but I'm talking about the regular casual person.
No, I feel you. Like I'm fucking with you, bro.
Like yeah. They not gonna go out their way to get all the way there. And like because me and my boy Matt were talking about it. Shout out to Brush Boxing. Like it's just like it's a fucking hassle. And it's one of those things where this is an instance where Turkey's just trying to do something just to say, he was the first to have nobody's ever had a boxing card in the Arthur Ashe or something like that. Like nobody cares. Like It's too fucking out the way.
It's that Soldier Boy shit. Like, bro, I was the first nigga to have a fight in the middle of Times Square. Like, yeah, and they suck, nigga. Like, the fuck.
No, and then getting out, that's gonna be the fucking hassle. Getting out of there, because one, it's very congested, it's very crowded. One, there's not very many like public. The only way you could leave really is one, either you take the Long Island Railroad all the way down to Times Square to get you to Penn Station. You can go that way, but that like the last train out of there leaves at like 12 o'clock.
Look, nigga, this sounds like you about to give us the ending to the movie The Warriors, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, and then the 7 train, which barely runs after like fucking 12 o'clock. It runs like every hour on the hour. So yeah, no, it's a horrible place to go.
Yo, King P, I'll say this. I agree with you, and I don't even know all the like, you know, because I know how Matchroom, like, I know how them niggas drop the ball with the logistics when it comes to these events. You know, I got previous experience, but whenever you have a place where the venue ain't popping like that, or it's a hassle, and that's what you're really getting from people.
I'm sorry, I got tied down for a minute, but I was gonna say because these motherfuckers better be like careful if they getting out of there and they gotta walk, because walking around there is not exactly the nice
one of Queens.
The nicest parts either. You know, you might get a little stabby pause,
a little testy.
Yeah.
But now, what I was gonna say was when you have it, when the location and shit is set up that bad, or that's really a negative to the event, your promotion has to be so good where niggas will look past that. And the promotion for this event hasn't been good enough to where niggas just overlook all the negative shit King P just said about the venue.
Yeah,
and that's my only point.
To me, I've always said accessibility is everything. The less you make it accessible, the more people are going to want to be motivated to go and consume your product. Unless it's like I said, it's unless you're giving them something that they just can't. Okay, you know what? I got to go to the ends of the earth to see this, and this ain't that. And they haven't promoted it like that either.
And I get the accessibility because I mean I've been to so many fights, and there are fights where I just kind of rejected it, like, oh god, if it's too much of a hassle, then I just don't want to do it. Like because like accessibility is everything. Because there've been fights I've went to, I'm just like, and it was just like a pain in the fucking ass. You know,
but what fight has been made where the promo, the matchup is so fucking fire, the promo, the niggas is shit talking, where you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to deal with the hassle, but I got to see these niggas fight. I'm not getting that from this card. That's my whole thing. That's the only thing that could really just convince people to deal with that hassle.
Right. I mean, I've been to Louis Armstrong for tennis. I've been there before.
Boo.
So like, it's. I mean, I know what Pete said. Like, yeah, if I was going to,
it doesn't matter what it is. Like for tennis, wrestling, for boxing, it's just a hassle.
It's bad. Yeah.
Like you literally how it works is you have to get off like the throughway. And like when you get off the highway, one, there's traffic that just crowds the exit right there, like both exits on both sides. So you're going to be there for like, especially if it's an event, you're going to be there for a good half hour. Then like there's literally 2 free parking lots. They're like on both sides. You can go on one side where it's on Louis Armstrong, where there's on the right of it, and then on the left of Arthur Ashe. So, but like they're small and limited, and if you don't get there quick, them shit's gonna be taken up. For example, when I went to go to the AEW show in Arthur Ashe, I left straight out of work and went like at 5 o'clock. The event starts at 8 o'clock. I got there in like a half hour, and the shit was like already like 90% full. And this was like
damn.
Yes, with 3 hours to go, I was able to find like a park. I was able to luck into a spot, but like that's how limited it is. Unless you go pay for parking, and the parking garages they cost a grip.
See, and that's the whole thing. Like these niggas do not really do any logistics when they set up these events, because if you did any logistics, any half-ass logistics, they would have fucking figured this out and said, look, this ain't a real good spot. Like these niggas is more half-assing that goddamn detective off Squid Games. Like what the fuck? Like this is y'all job. Like you can't, like, nigga, what the fuck, bro? Like, but anyways, man, like, Who y'all think winning out of Shiraz and Berlanga? I think Berlanga gonna stop him.
Well, first of all, I don't understand Turkey's persistence on making this the fucking main event. Like there are the other fights on there. There are 2 fights on there that could easily probably take a main event.
Confirmed being the main event.
No, I thought Shakur was the main event for sure. No, Shakur's the main event.
No, I think Berlanga is.
Berlanga is what the fuck? Where y'all been at?
I thought because every time I'm seeing it, says Shakur is listed as the main.
No,
event.
so it started. So when it initially started, it was Berlanga. Like it was supposed to be half, right? Berlanga Shiraz opened it up as being the main event. There, and then Shakur kind of for the body of it was getting prepped as the main event. But from what I've heard, I thought it was Berlanga Shiraz, but I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, in the rightful world, it should be.
When they beefing for that, like didn't it like Berlanga even like shit on Shakur? Shakur had to apologize and. It was a big deal, like, cause Shakur was like, man, like, how they gonna make this nigga the damn main event over me? And like, you don't remember this? It was a whole.
Yeah, no, I remember it. You know, but like I said, this fight, that fight should be the opener. You know, like both, like one's coming off a bad draw, the other one's coming off knocking off someone, you know, who hadn't boxed in 10 years. Like, come on, like, you know. And it's coming
all these sites listing the cards like it's 50-50. Like some of them have Berlanga Shiraz's top billing, and the other half have Shakur Zepeda. So like, does anybody?
That's how it was intended to be in terms of the promotion. You know,
that's how they were trying to promote it. Because remember, Berlanga was like, that's how I was talking about the fight. Like, you know, my brother, it's like there's 2 main events. It's got me and Shiraz, and then my brother, you know, Shakur.
Oh, brother, cut the fucking shit.
But that's what I'm just telling you what he was saying.
No,
that's how it was supposed to be. Then Shakur.
That's how it was supposed to be, and then
Shakur
I think when
Shakur got emotional as usual. So.
And then that's when he was like, you know, what? I'm supposed to be the man. Then Berlanga was like, damn. And I kind of get where Berlanga's coming from. Like, you know, he's like, fuck it. Like, you know, we both man of it. So I get it. But yeah, like, Shakur is right. The Zepeda Shakur Stevenson fight is the real fight of this card that we all wanted to see. And it got some luster, though.
Low key, it's the easiest fight to call. Like I feel like now. I feel like it's the most uncompetitive fight.
Yeah, because it took too long to happen, and we saw Zepeda lose his aura to a guy who just fucking got knocked out
and won.
and it stopped. And you know what? They could have let that shit kind of go, but
to an actual to my coin definition of a prospender in Schofield. Now he's a contender because of that shit. Now he's actually
he beat a former world champion. So it's like, damn. But yeah, like the whole, but it's still, you know, Zepeda and Shakur is still undefeated. Mm-hmm. It's still a big fight. I mean, I almost feel like it needed to be in the West Coast though.
I mean, and Lord knows 135 needs a fight like this, like not an accidental fight where we have to run it back, like an actual fight that's, you know, that's been building for some time, and that needs to that needed to happen. So, like, I mean, so I'm just glad it's on the stage that it's getting, but it's just like it just sucks though that the promo is not where it needs to be, or the tickets aren't kind of selling where it needs. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be papered as anything because they're already paid. Turkey's gonna pay them all, like. Turkey's paying the site fee and everything like that, so they can hand out the tickets. It's whatever. Like it's gonna be paper.
Berlanga gave 100 tickets to like some club.
Yeah, that's the fact. The fact that he had to give out 100 tickets
to kids.
Nigga, look, I don't care if they got damn Michael Jackson's kids. I don't care if they're the kids from the fucking like fairy tales, nigga. Like,
I bet there was some niggas that was like
100 tickets.
But I bet there was some niggas that said that got their kids to get tickets to flip them, for the cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, of course. But then you get into the same shit what King P was saying. Niggas would be like, okay, where this at? The Garden? Where? Nigga, Arthur, you got to really give them shits away.
Rest in peace out there. I saw it was his birthday or some shit the other day. Salute to a legend.
R.I.P. Arthur Ashe. Salute family, legacy, all of that.
But it just sucks too because I mean it's good. Like no, I mean there are 4 good to great fights on there, and like I said, though, I mean obviously, I mean the hardcores we know about it. Like, you know, we know that it's going on there, but you know I mean on top of that, it's not part of the zone sub. It's $59.99 or
wait, what? This just pay-per-view now too?
Yeah, that's
you already know. Any big.
I knew this.
I'm saying any big turkey card is a pay-per-view on top subscription. You know that.
Bombaclat. Me rotted.
Yeah, I mean,
this for oh wow.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what the reaction is gonna be after the card happens.
Hold on, y'all said $59, $60. That's like a PlayStation game. Like, wait, what happened to the $20 pay-per-views?
I mean, it has a deal where you could buy that and the Usyk Dubois pay-per-view for I think like $80-something or whatever.
Hold on, the same Usyk and Dubois we saw on regular DAZN?
Yeah.
So we're gonna see them fight again and pay for it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not paying for that one. I have a voucher I'm going to use for that one. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use that shit on that one.
Yeah, this is all types of wrong. What the fuck going on?
Yeah, no, yeah. That's the wild shit though. So it's just like, yeah, all these kind of negatives are kind of outshadowing. Like, there's all like each fight on there is potential for a fight of the year candidate. Which is crazy. Like, usually you don't get that type of matchmaking.
Yeah.
But no, to answer your question though, Berlanga and Shiraz though, because for whatever reason they try to push this fucking fight as being a main fight. Like, it's Shiraz. I think
it's a good fight.
Yeah, the Shiraz can beat Berlanga. Like, Shiraz can absolutely beat. But if Berlanga knocks out Shiraz, then Shiraz will be a hype job too. Straight up.
Well, here's my thing. I want to just give my thoughts on the fight real quick. I wasn't mad at it because I do find it intriguing. I think now remember Shiraz has a big frame. He looks like he could be a 175er, but keep in mind he did start at 154. At 160 as well. Has never been a champion.
He's moving up.
He's moving up to a guy who, he's KO'd cans, but it's a guy that does have power, a natural 168er, and I've seen Ammo hit him, and he struggled bad against Adames. So I don't. It's a tough fight to call.
Man, Berlanga gonna KO this dude brutally.
Wait. Do you think Shiraz walks around heavy or he fights?
Dude's like 6'3", 6'4". You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah,
so he fights low on purpose. So he could.
Like most of these niggas.
I don't think he has a big frame like that. Like, you couldn't see this nigga fight.
But to be 6'3", fighting at fucking 150, nigga, that's crazy.
He's just more of a slender frame, but he's not thin. He's not like a Tommy Hearns thin, frail for that height. He's fucking pretty. He's kind of filled out. Pause. I think.
Yeah, I think Shiraz is more technical than Berlanga, and this nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
And he'll last longer. Like, he'll make the fight last, and I got Shiraz by decision.
Yeah.
See, but here's my. I know Berlanga and Rolly get shit on for being trash, but I don't think they're that terrible. I mean, I think they have decent skills.
No, Berlanga's trash.
They got flaws. They got flaws, of course.
Now, name a positive Berlanga.
Rolly has actually gotten better. Like, I've seen better boxing ability from Rolly than I've seen from
Bob Santos is a good trainer. Bob Santos is a great trainer too. No, I know Berlanga has a lot of flaws and stuff, but I don't think he's super as trash as a lot of people say he is. I think he's.
I think he's garbage. that nigga is garbage.
There's worse. Like,
so Pat, I'm assuming you're picking Shiraz in this fight, right?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, this is a guy that went.
If Berlanga wins, are you gonna say he's trash?
No, it would probably be his first really good win. It'll be an upset too. Like,
is he gonna be trash to you still if he beats and knocks out Shiraz? I'm just wondering.
I mean, Shiraz will be a hype job to me. Like, I mean, I put more on Shiraz.
So we're not gonna give Berlanga credit then.
Yeah, the Berlanga needs to do a little bit more. Like, that dude went
no credit for that fight. If he knocks the fuck out of Shiraz, is he going to get credit for that?
He'll get credit for it.
Sure. Pat, he won't. That's crazy.
Pat going to figure out some way. Well,
yeah, but
Berlanga said nigga 2 months in the interview afterwards or something.
It doesn't mean I'm gonna think he's good. Like, that's just okay. He got Shiraz. Okay, cool.
He's not as trash as Shiraz.
But you're picking. Come on, man. You're picking Shiraz.
I mean, that nigga went 12 with Jason Quigley. I'm not gonna give a nigga props for any of that bullshit. Like, you know how much struggle that motherfucker's gotten? Like, this, it ain't just one fight. Like, that motherfucker struggled with how many fucking fighters? Both these
niggas have struggled. Like, the more you talk about this matchup, the less intriguing it gets.
Yeah, that's basically me. It's either Shiraz shows that he's a level above Berlanga, or he's a hype job to me. That's Shiraz, because Shiraz disappointed me with that Adamas fight because that I don't know what the fuck he was thinking because he didn't win that fight, like not even by a long shot.
But damn, a hype job beat Ammo.
I mean, they're both at the same level, like Ammo and like they were at the same level, but Berlanga, I don't think is at Shiraz's level, like ability wise. So that's why I'm thinking like he can't be.
So if Berlanga beats him, he's still trash. But that's all. That's
yeah, no, like Berlanga.
Yeah, that's all. Pilot hear what I'm hearing.
Yeah, Berlanga has to do more. Like, I mean, okay, good, fine. He knocks out Shiraz. Okay, good. Yeah, do some more instead of celebrating being a fucking loser. So
no, I mean, we all know Berlanga has to do a lot more, but I just think he's gonna just be too powerful for Shiraz, who shows the ability to be blitzed. And I think if Berlanga gets out there and just rushes that dude or just applies the pressure early and start getting off some heavy shots, I think he just wins.
I mean, Shiraz can actually punch too. That's the thing. Like, he's not like he's not a featherfish.
Yeah, but Berlanga, both could punch, but one guy really knows he can punch. If Shiraz knew he could really punch like that and he believed in it, because you got to believe that you could punch too. Because if he did, he would have put a hole through fucking Adam's face.
I mean, but he got more KOs than fucking anything.
You talking about Berlanga? Who are you talking about, Rome? Berlanga or Shiraz?
Berlanga.
Oh. Yeah, well, Berlanga, like I said, he's been like, I mean, well, he's not counting anyone of notoriety. Like, it's just,
So he was barely getting them out at one point.
That's what Pilot said. Nigga was killing cans, crushing cans.
But that's the thing. He believes he can do it. Shiraz, one of those niggas who he might be one of those. He might like Shiraz. Okay, fuck it. Full circle moment. Shiraz might be one of these Catterall type niggas.
Not as egregious as Catterall.
No. I mean, dude, Catterall's on another level. I'm saying he might just be. If Catterall is is right here, like Shiraz is somewhere in the neighborhood. Is all I'm saying. Like he might be of that type of mold. Somebody who's quality, but they don't fully grasp it. They haven't fully grasped their whole abilities yet.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because Shiraz, outside of that Diamonds fight, Shiraz was knocking people out. Like, that's the thing. Like, really knocking people the fuck out. So I can't.
At 154, 160, not 168. So
yeah, not 168. Yeah, thank you, Pilot, for being the voice of reasoning.
Yeah,
fight at 168.
I mean, he's still knocking niggas out. So I mean, regardless, but
the guys he's knocking out.
Shane Mosley was knocking niggas out too before Vernon Forrest.
The guys he's knocking out are not on another level. I mean, besides Ammo Williams, I guess is not on the level to the one Berlanga's knocking out. The same caliber of fighters to me. They're both, come on.
Yeah, but the thing is that we've seen Berlanga take a step up, and he's at least step up in his case, and he didn't get any of them out, and he struggled a lot with them.
But the nigga he stepped up against was trash against him too.
We just saw Shiraz step up and he didn't do it. He didn't do either. But I got you.
Yeah.
I mean,
who you picking then?
I'm gonna go with Berlanga. I think he's gonna catch him. British chin will be there, but Shiraz can box. Shiraz got skills, so Shiraz could win a decision. If it goes to the cards, Shiraz is gonna get the decision if it's close. You know what I'm saying?
Berlanga has a good jab, and I feel like and I think the Canelo fight showed that he could just stick with that punch for a whole fight. If shit start getting testy for him and he just goes back to that jab, I think he could hang in there with the boxing moments of the fight.
See, I'm
still picking Berlanga to win.
I feel a little different. I feel Berlanga's issue in this fight is going to be Shiraz's jab because Shiraz's pause is longer than him, and I think Berlanga's going to have to figure a way to get through that jab to land those shots. So I think, so.
I agree. Shiraz has a good jab when he's fucking throwing it.
What round you got Berlanga in?
I think Berlanga might get him out in the 8th.
I'm thinking 6-6 or 6 to 8 or something.
Earlier than that.
What do you think?
So King P, who you voting for? Who you picking?
Begrudgingly, Berlanga.
New York.
Sixth round.
And Miss Bitch said, Pilot also never rocked with black fighters. Pilot Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest.
But there's no black fighter in this fight.
I'm the biggest Bud fan on here, and I advocate for Tank. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, these niggas don't like light skinned boxers. That's what it is.
Oh shit! So I hope so. We got the odds for Berlanga Shiraz here. So Berlanga is the underdog plus 104. Shiraz is minus 130. So it's actually pretty close. Berlanga decision is plus 320. Berlanga KO is plus 250. Draws plus 1500. Shiraz points decision is plus 185, and Shiraz KO is plus 300.
They think Berlanga could KO this dude.
I see them Pat right.
You know what I'm
saying? Me and Pat like Vegas right now because we got Shiraz going a distance, and that's the nicest odds right there. Plus 180. That looks like it's going to happen.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, the fight is still interesting to see, but it's just more or less the outcome is kind of, for me at least. Now I can't speak for the rest of y'all. It's kind of how I perceive either one.
It's going to be Shiraz. It's going to be Shiraz's decision. I'm telling you, it's going to be Shiraz's decision.
I mean, Berlanga gonna jump on dude and gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Like, I think he go wish he was back home or some shit, man.
You know,
nigga gonna think he was in a bodega or something.
Yeah, no, but again, I just don't understand why they're so pushing it as a main event or a co-main event.
Because it got KO potential. Zepeda Shakur just has great boxing potential, but it doesn't have that. Okay, one of these motherfuckers is gonna be left out.
I am picking Shakur. I'm picking Shakur to try to stop him, but Shakur can, but he won't.
I'll be honest, there are undercard fights on that undercard I like more than Berlanga and
Shakur. Oh yeah, easily. Is the most intriguing fight to me. Puello Matias, even though I'm picking that Puello's gonna win, and that's the most intriguing fight probably to me.
I ain't really a Puello fan, but that fight might be the same quality.
That's the most to me. That's the most 50-50 fight on the card because I don't know which Puello we're getting. That's the thing.
Yeah.
At least with Matias, you know what Matias you're getting. We don't know what Puello we're getting. That's what makes it a good fight. It's gonna be interesting.
You always get the same boring ass Puello we always get. What the fuck you mean?
No, because sometimes we get a Puello that's boring, but is even more tentative. If we get the Puello that fought Angry Fist, yeah, he wins and comfortably. But if we get the Puello that fucking fought what's his name, Akhmadov, he's losing that fight. He might get stopped if we get that Puello.
I don't know. Just every version of this nigga just look trash to me. So, I can't tell you if it's like, well, if it looks like chicken shit today and it looks like turkey shit today, then this no, it's just all shit to me, bro. It's all mid. It's all trash.
Well, let's speak on it. Puello and Matias though. So what's everyone's overall prediction for that one? What are they sticking with?
I got Puello. Okay, I'll say this. I'm kind of hard on Matias Paul. I'm not really the biggest fan. I think he gets a lot of hype for his resume, even though he has never been a champion and 33 years old. But he does have a lot of relentless pressure. So you have to factor that, of course. I think Puello is going to outbox him. As long as Puello can withstand the first 4 rounds or first 4 or 5 rounds, if he can, not take a beating or he's able to just to weather that pressure, I think he's going to win a really comfy decision.
Nigga barely handled goddamn aggression from Sandor Martin, bro.
I mean, yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm the kind of Puello fan here. I think he always does just enough or a little more than enough. And hear me out. Let me
I can't stand them just enough niggas.
Let me finish. The way he beat Gary Antoine Russell on Gary Antoine Russell's birthday was to me a great.
Pilot must have some Dominican in him, and he's not telling us.
No, because I hate the Rohan Polanco hype. No, not really. No. But
Polanco's actually good. The fuck?
This nigga, Pilot boy just said Bizarro land tonight, bro.
No. What I'm saying is the way he handled Gary Anton Russell on Gary Anton Russell's birthday. It was impressive to me. He made me a fan for that.
You about the only nigga impressed. That's like Pat being impressed with damn Kell Brook over Sean
He beat
Porter.
the guy with the 100% KO ratio. He beat him pretty clear. You know what I'm saying? So.
In an ugly ass terrible fight where he need to get slammed into a wall for that shit. Fuck these niggas in these ugly ass goddamn boxing matches.
I mean, the funny things too. I mean, of all the stuff, like Matias Style should actually beat Puello because Matias, Puello doesn't have that much power. Like the people that beat Matias, they had some punching power. Paro can punch. Paro was able to get off his shots.
No, I think the people that beat him have boxing skills because there was a guy named Petro Anasian who's never going to win a title beat Matias.
But I know, but he can also punch too.
Punch,
right?
yeah,
I guess, but I'm just saying, to me, Matias.
Yeah, but see, you're saying I guess like
Matias can't really.
He can punch a little bit.
I've been following Matias since he, rest in peace to Maxim Dushidev.
So have we.
You on the goddamn show?
Matias can't cut a ring off. His skills to me are he's overrated, bro. To me, Matias is way overrated, bro. I'm sorry. I don't get the
Okay, I don't get you. You think Matias is overrated, who's actually been champion, but you champion Berlanga, who's complete trash.
I'm not champion Berlanga. I think Berlanga doesn't get the credit that he deserves.
He doesn't deserve it.
Wait. What's the credit that we're not giving Berlanga? Like, what is that?
It's opposite day today.
I mean, at least Matias at least righted one of his first loss. Berlanga has not ran any of his close wins back.
I'm just
saying, what up, Rob D? And what up, Blazing Killer? My bad. Like, salute.
Subrio gets a lot of fucking hype for not beating really anybody worth the shit. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. He has not beat a caliber of fighter that Puello's beaten. So I mean, and I'm just sorry. I don't think he's not worth the hype to me.
Well, yeah.
But hear me out. If he beats Puello, I'll give him all the props. I'll retire the mid-TS nickname if he beats Puello, but I don't think he will.
It is. I think Matias. Hopefully, I think Matias learned from that power fight because that power fight was that was such a disappointment to me because Matias was feeling himself because he was fighting.
This is still a good ass fight though.
It was a good ass fight.
Paro and Puello fight very different. Puello ain't gonna fight like Paro.
Yeah, I know that, bro.
Remember, this is a nigga who was waiting for Sandor. Look, this is a nigga who was backing up for Sandor Martin, bro. Mm-hmm. God, Sandor Martin, man.
Yeah.
So do y'all think? So everybody on the panel besides me thinks Matias is going to stop him.
I don't know if Matias will stop him, but I think Matias will beat him.
Because Matias has 100% kill ratio, but 2 decision losses. So I'm just saying.
I'll put my hat in the ring and say Matias will stop him. Probably stop him late. Like I'll
be celebrating right with this nigga if that shit happen.
Like if Matias stops him before 6, then I'll probably be happy as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you on that one, But if Matias stops him like by 9 or 10, then that's what I kind of expect.
I think Matias might just beat the shit out of him for the whole fight, and Puello just gonna be hanging on for dear life, and he makes it to the end, and that's it. Then I'm gonna hit up Pilot and talk mad shit.
But surprisingly, too, like on the odds, these two are fucking even. They're both minus 112.
Again, I'll eat my pro and I'll retire the Subriel mid-TS nickname if he's able to beat Puello. But I'm not a believer in his skills. I'm sorry. That's my opinion.
I mean, Puello got a shot. It's just his temp. Like I don't see the high level skill that y'all think.
I think he's the favorite in the fight. On the odds, maybe not.
No, he's not. They're even.
Motherfucker just said the fight was even. Did this?
I didn't know. Hear that part about the
odds. They're even. Yeah, I said they're even at the odds at minus 112.
12, yeah. Where the players dwell.
So stupid, But Puello decision is plus 155. Puello KO is plus 500. A draw is plus 1500. Matias points decision is plus 470, and a Matias KO is plus 160.
Yo, they really think Matias could knock dude out.
Yeah.
They didn't even try to give you money for that. They said 1 plus 160. Like it's an afterthought. Like they saying it like Matias and knock him out in the 3rd round or some shit.
Yeah, no, but I'm still definitely going for KO. Rome, what's your prediction for Puello and Matias?
I got Matias by KO, probably like 4th round. Get that pussy up out of here.
That's what I'm talking about. Say that shit with confidence, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Pilot's pussy fooling around because he already know what time he talking about this Puello shit.
Fuck that boring ass shit, nigga.
Yeah.
You up here going life and death with fucking light hitting Sandor Martin, and I'm supposed to pick you with confidence to beat Matias.
Matias lost to Pero and some dude that's never gonna sniff a title. So
them niggas was nice though. It's styles make fights.
Well, like I said, Matias already avenged one of his losses, and Pero was actually a good fighter. So it's like, and it was a damn good fight on top of that. So like,
yeah.
It was just unfortunate. It just happened in Puerto Rico. This dude's homecoming fight, like that was a homecoming jinx.
Because I don't hate these niggas like that. Like if I thought this was a fight where Puello could win and I'm confident, I'd put a bet on that nigga. Because I felt Pero could beat Matias, so I put money on that. But motherfucking,
if Puello happens to stop Matias, like then I will never say anything bad against Puello again. Like
I would shut the fuck up after that.
Yeah, like I'll say, Pilot, you got that. Like you got that. Yeah, like like that nigga is mid.
If he makes me quit, it'd be even worse. I might just run out the house or some shit.
And if
fireworks.
And if of course if it's
hold on, Pilot. If you believe in Puello, drop 50 on that nigga in the KO.
Nah, he ain't gonna KO him. He'll win a comfy decision. I ain't that good. I ain't that extreme.
Drop 50 on the KO. It's a nice payout.
Drop 50 on that decision, nigga.
But if Puello beats two guys with 100% KO ratio, enough of the hate, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Enough of the hate.
Remember, he's not beating niggas impressively. It's boring bullshit. The fuck? That Gary Russell fight, no one's gonna watch that ever again.
Yeah, that was a rather unfortunate fight.
Crazy.
That was a rather I'd rather nigga. I watch PJ and his students fucking fight and train over this nigga. I'd rather see some 15-year-old from Canada put hands on another 15-year-old in the ring and just beat the shit out of him with PJ saying yes, jab, go to the body, then see Puello do whatever the fuck he does.
Yeah,
I need to see action. I need to see violence, not the type of boxing this nigga Puello does.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if Matias, like I said, no, I mean, like I said, Matias is good. I mean, Matias is still an entertaining fight. He's good for the sport, so that's why I want to see him succeed and become champion again. So it's like,
yeah.
But yeah, like I said, that pair.
At least he fights dangerous niggas too. Like he fought a bunch of undefeated people. He like
undefeated punches. Yeah, like like he fought. It's not like Matias is fighting like cans. Like
no, because you know why? Because they were hyping up that one guy, Ergashev, right? They were hyping up Ergashev. He had a great first. We had a good first round, right? And he ended up getting stopped. And then he lost to a deaf dude on fucking Salida after. Like I'm sorry, I'm not sold on Matias. But if he wins, I'm done hating if he wins.
But like I said, Matias,
I mean, you are hate. I don't think we hating on Puello like that. We just know his level, but you hating on Matias.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, because like I said,
I can recognize Puello's skills. I just don't like them motherfuckers because he applies them in the most boring pedestrian way you could ask for.
And you know me, I don't think he that Akhmedov beat him. Like that was a fucking robbery to me. So like, he didn't beat that nigga at all.
That's Akhmedov's the guy. Akhmedov's annoying with the fucking the draw fighter to me. I don't thought it. Yeah, but whatever.
He's Badu Jack at junior welterweight.
Yeah. But honestly, the fight on this card, I think it intrigues me the most is David Morrell and Imam Kataev. Like that one has that one is like because Kataev is like another better beef, except he throws combinations. Like he really throws some combinations.
Yeah, but if you're really like a better beef, you ain't got to throw combinations because that nigga done.
Yeah. Like I said though, because Morrell accounted himself well after the Benavidez fight. He knocked him down and everything like that though. So I mean, he's taken a tough. This is a tough fight for him. Like I mean,
Morrell to me had the hot rod fight. He hasn't looked as good at 175 than the 168. 168 he was looking like the next up. Hot rod gave him a fucking tough fight.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was the only fight. Yeah, Hot Rod did. Yeah, Hot Rod was boxing him up. Like the fact that the scores were kind of wide was like, yeah, that wasn't that type of fight. Like Hot Rod, like
they be trying to save these future fights, man. So they put the scores in there so niggas will forget, and it's like,
yeah,
it's up to us to remember and be telling niggas like, nah, that was a close ass fight. Like scores were wide.
Yeah, I mean, Kataev though, like, I mean, honestly, he's probably the most unknown. This guy, like, if you watch his fight on YouTube, like, he's a tough guy. Like, he's not like, I mean, dude is like, was it 10-0 with 9 knockouts, maybe, or something like that. Like, bro can, like, he can scrap and he can punch. Like, he's a tough guy. He might be another Murder
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he looked mid. I heard the fake Better Reeves looked bad in his last. Well, I went the distance, but I heard he didn't look the best against in his last fight on the Jai card.
I mean, it happens from time to time though. But like I said, I mean, he like if you watch his fight, it's like, oh, okay, like this is intriguing. Like, I mean, the only negative for Kataev though in this fight is he's like 5'10". Morel's like what 6'1", 6'2", or some shit like that.
Kataev's he's always on this Eye of Tiger Canada cards, right? He's knocking his niggas out on the Canada cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like more like I mean, like I'll say though, I think Morel probably definitely learned something from the Benavidez fight. Like, there's no question. Like if he could hang, because he proved that he could hang with Benavidez. So
he took a lot of punches in that fight, though.
He did, but like,
I don't know that might chip the way at that. Like, I think his health bar is like a slight yellowish green, yellow orange, maybe.
Mm. Yeah, like I mean, he was tough though. Like, I mean, like I said though, because I mean, he's the one that actually scored the knockdown, not Benavidez, which is kind of crazy. Like, he scored the knockdown, so it's like, his defense, especially with Benavidez throwing the combinations that he'd be throwing, like, it was kind of lacking. He did get hit a lot, and I honestly do think Kataev will. I mean, it's either this. I mean, if Morel puts him away like in like the first round, then I'm like, okay, maybe Kataev was, the lights were too bright for him. But I just have this feeling Kataev will actually give him a hard fight. This will be a hard fight for him.
Man, Morel might lose. I can see this being an upset, just like the Chantal Cameron fight.
Yeah, I mean, right now, odds-wise, Kataev is a plus 430 underdog. So there's, I mean, if you want to if there's an upset bet to put on, that would be on him.
There's gotta be one upset on this card, right? There's gotta be one kind of shocking moment at least.
Man, I feel like both cards have at least 2 upsets, but I think one definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Pilot hates Matthias because he hates food trucks.
Yeah. What the fuck? You're gonna be killing me with this shit.
So Pilot's been getting it back from this bitch tonight, yo.
Maybe we can see Morel versus Callum Smith. Yeah, Morel get past this dude. Shit, that's not a given.
And then Champion says that was definitely a slip and ruled incorrectly. I don't think that was a slip. I thought Morel did drop him. Like, I thought that was legit. I didn't see. I didn't.
No, some people did feel that way. It was a slip, but
yeah.
I remember what happened. I remember some people were feeling like it was a little slip or one of those cuffing or type of shot. But I mean, a knockdown's a knockdown. A punch hit him, right? Shit.
Yeah. That's not one of those like. I mean, like I don't think you can really debate. That's not a debatable one. I thought he actually legitimately dropped him. So it was like,
I don't think he hurt Benavidez, but it was one of those like flash, like boom, like oh.
I mean, let's just say that knockdown still did wonders for his reputation, like regardless of the fight. Like it's like, okay, he's a tough guy. He's able to put down Benavidez. So good for him. Like, I mean, I have no problem for that. But yeah, I think Morel is definitely tough. He's in tough with this guy. So like, yeah, if there's an upset alert, that's probably going to be it.
No, it didn't. It was blocked while tripping at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was probably like a cuffing type of shot. Like the punch. Look, if a nigga punch you and it hits your body and you fall, like, ain't that a knockdown? Even if he blocks it, because you got to think a nigga punches you so hard, the force is lifting you off your feet, whether he hits you clean or not. Shouldn't you get credit for that?
Yeah, that's. I mean, like I said. I mean, that. I mean, to me, like, I mean, yeah, that was a clear knockdown. Like, I mean, to me, it was clear. Like, I mean, I guess it's it's up to to debate though. But that's not one of those things. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, he got dropped. It happens. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not one of those knockouts. I'm gonna like say that was like that was some old bullshit or whatever. But it was late in the fight.
The knockdown Devin Alexander had on Marcos Maidana was a more of a real knockdown, and that wasn't called at all.
That was called a slip or some bullshit. Like, yeah,
and he knocked him straight down with that shit. So it's like, come on.
Yeah, no, but yeah, and I think that's the opener. So yeah, I definitely will not sleep on that fight.
Damn, that's a good fucking opener, nigga.
Yeah, and then of course
compared to that Netflix shit.
And of course, now we have Shakur and Zepeda. I think we're all in agreement. We all think that probably Zepeda lost his aura, correct?
Yeah, I think Shakur Stevenson gets him. If this was a Zepeda, like after the other fights, and there's no Farmer fight, I'd probably be leaning towards Zepeda, but I just. Like, I don't know. I didn't like how he looked against Farmer twice. He looked better the second time, but it wasn't enough to inspire.
But he arguably got dropped in that fight too.
He definitely got dropped in that fight. That was
and then remember, Farmer was fighting like half the fight with one arm. You could tell his shoulder was really hurt, and he was still surviving. Yeah.
It's like he couldn't get him out of there. Like I remember when Claudia was beating the shit out of Margarito.
He was going
for the first 4 rounds.
Remember, he was going. Remember the beginning of like the first 4 rounds of that fight, he was going crazy. Zepeda, he was trying to get him out of there, and he just couldn't.
Yeah, he was. But my whole thing is like these niggas, when they hurt themselves, it's like I'm thinking like, okay, get them out of there, like because that's the point I was trying to make was like Margarito started like beating the shit out of Claudia after Claudia hurt his wrist.
Exactly.
The fight, and he just kind of just like he ran him down, like he overran him type shit. And we didn't get that from Zepeda. Like, if a nigga obviously hurt something, you need to pick it up, and we need to see like, okay, beat his ass. Like, instead, this shit turned into Eddie Chambers, Thomas Adamak.
Ugh. Yeah, don't even remind me of that fight.
where a guy with one arm flinches to hit the guy with the arm that hurts, and the guy falls for the flinch. God damn, that was annoying. Motherfucker, he can't punch you from that arm. Why are you falling for that feint?
Yeah.
That's like a nigga doing fadeaways and he can't shoot. Like he keep pump faking the fadeaway and you fall for it every time.
Yeah, fucking terrible though. But at least just to read off the odds real quick for Stevenson and Zepeda. Shakur is a minus 1,200 favorite. Zepeda is a plus 680 underdog. Which is kind of crazy to be unreal, but I think the Farmer fights definitely had to play a part in that.
Yeah.
So Shakur by decision is minus 220. Shakur KO is plus 250. I thought it would be higher, to be honest, though. But they must.
Yeah, they think Shakur going to run off combinations and really stand and punch his dude.
Yeah, let's see. A draw is plus 1,900. Zepeda winning a decision is plus 1,700, which again. That might not be a bad bet to put on. You just never know.
That isn't. That actually isn't.
In case you get a judge that judges on aggression, and Shakur has a moment, and then Zepeda KO is plus 850.
Okay, this is the first fight where like you could tell the people in Vegas they see some outcomes in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can see Shakur running away with it, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
But they also could see like, Zepeda could win this. Like, like they actually see it like that. The KO, like it's some possible shit. Like they kind of, it's like it's like they trying to give credit for like the possibility. Where you see with these other niggas, they're like, we can see a KO, but they don't see it. They're like,
let me ask you,
it's too easy.
With that said, on top of that point, all I ask with Shakur is because, in terms of being a 3-division champion, Oscar Valdez being your best win is kind of sad. I ain't gonna lie. But
it's not really that bad. I mean, Yeah, Berlanga. I mean, Berlanga's best win is fucking Cocheras.
Well, Shakur's a different level than Berlanga. Shakur's a bit, but what I'm asking is this: do you think are we gonna finally see Shakur? Because my problem with Shakur, he's never been in deep waters. Do you think he's actually gonna get in the pool once? You think it's gonna, or do you think he's gonna show a level in this school to fuck out of Zepeda?
I mean, I think right now, I mean, I do think he's gonna show a level this time around. Because I think he probably understands that if Farmer who doesn't punch who's a lesser puncher than him can do what he was doing, then he's gonna have to do it. He's gonna have to do something.
Yeah, if the Farmer fight never happened, I felt like I think we might be seeing him in deep waters finally, maybe get his chin tested. But this,
no, Farmer retired. Like
no, what I'm saying is due to the two Farmer fights with Zepeda, like I don't think it's gonna happen.
It ruined his whole momentum. He turned the fight that should have been 60-40 Shakur favor or 50-50. He turned it into like a 70-30 Shakur fight.
Yeah, because like Zepeda should have been the one that knocked Farmer out in one round. And he you know what I'm saying? Like that shit didn't instead it said he was the one that actually touched the canvas. That's not good for optics.
And then that's the thing is we gotta Zepeda. It's almost like what Zepeda's gonna show up. If this is the guy that cuts off the ring, punches and bunches, hard shots, body head, all of that. And he just stays on Shakur, then yeah, he could win that shit. But if we see the tentative, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If we see that type of Zepeda, then no, he'll lose in Shakur 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, and it's sad too because Zepeda has really good quality wins prior to the Farmer fight. It's really bad that
might have the best resume on that card. If you look at it,
seriously,
when you think about it,
dude has beaten a good range of people, like from the technical fighters with Tanahara to like the crafty motherfuckers like Rene Alvarado to niggas that has chins like Jojo Diaz, like Giovanni Cabrera, like got rid of Maxie Hughes, got rid of Hesta, like Arboleda, like he has a good mixture of really good, solid wins, like on his resume, like well-rounded wins. But he didn't clear the Farmer type of fighters, and that's what people mostly kind of associate with Shakur, like just being that type of fighter.
You had 2 times to do it, and you failed both times. Like you couldn't really do it either time. The second fight, you looked better, but it wasn't nothing to write home about.
Yeah, exactly. It was like you were supposed to knock Farmer out this time. It's that all he did was just pretty much soften him up for Schofield to take him out.
Even then, he didn't really beat the shit out of Farmer like he was supposed to. Like if it would have been like a beating, and he really outworked him, then it's like, okay, yeah, you clearly took this. Like this is what we needed last time, but you didn't get that either. So it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't like Shakur Stevenson. Like his attributes impress me, but not really his application of them. Like his skills don't impress me like that. He jumps back on defense. Like he's one of those niggas. As soon as he get old and he loses athleticism, he'll probably get lit up. Yeah, because all the niggas who defense is to run and move and jump backwards, whenever they lose that ability, they start getting touched.
Legs are usually the first to go. I mean, as we talked about it with Corey Spinks, we kept bringing him up. Once Corey Spinks lost his legs, niggas like K9 were touching him. He was getting into hard fights with like LB Metro with Lattimore, and then you have Carlos Molina actually putting a beating on him, like shit like that. Like it's look, you can see Shakur's future if he doesn't kind of change, if he doesn't like really change his style of fighting.
Because that's the thing, he don't like Shakur. Like he's another guy who doesn't really believe in his offense. Like these niggas, they like the defensive part of boxing, and it's like they like it to a fault. The guys like him and Sergio Mora, they just want to play defense all day. They get a rush about that shit. They love that shit. And we know that's cool, but that doesn't win fights. You have to hurt niggas. You have to put punches.
Right. And the funny thing is, I've been to like multiple Shakur fights where Shakur has scored stoppages in each and every one. Shakur has it in him, but he gets spooked by big punchers, and I think that's his problem. Like if like it depends. Like a Jamel Herring, like he didn't have anything to fear with Jamel Herring, and he pretty much he beat the shit out of Jamel Herring. Like Valdez, like he didn't, he thought okay, he was too ordinary, he's too one dimensional, did that, but you have a Nakatia and then you have De Los Santos punchers, and and he just all of a sudden is like, okay, these guys can knock me out with one shot, so I gotta be negative.
It's low key a bully mindset. Like it's a bully mental game he has, because you only want to really do your best or really put offense when you feel it's safe. Like what the fuck? You the boxer. You make the situation safer by boxing. Like believe in your skills, nigga. And that's why I just don't be impressed by it, because I just feel like if you get a guy who just practices cutting off the ring, and he wears ankle braces, ankle weights all the time. Fight week, have him take them shits off, is over. Because getting to Shakur Stevenson is really half the battle.
Yeah. But I mean, Shakur needs this fight because obviously Shakur, Zepeda is still a zero that needs to be taken. It would be a good zero for him to take. And Zepeda, now it's like, it's shit or get off the pot type of time. He because Oscar's kind of kept him Oscar. It took him a while. It took a while for Oscar to even get him a fight like this. So Zepeda has to.
Zepeda should be a way bigger name than what he is.
He should be, easily. Yeah. I mean, Zepeda at one time was number one for all 4 belts, like number 1 contender. So it's just like, I mean, this title shot was a long time coming.
He literally duck tanking Shakur. I mean, as long as he could duck Shakur for, but you know what I'm saying? Like he that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think out of all the champions, he didn't want.
Who the fuck is Shakur fighting that's so good that we could say people are ducking Shakur?
Yeah, I mean, whatchamacallit, Isak Cruz is probably. I mean, he's ducked everybody, like anyone who's except for Tank. Tank. Yeah, he'll fight. What was that? What'd you say, Rome? What'd you say, Rome? Oh, because I know I heard him say something. But like Shakur. I mean, like I said, Shakur. I mean, I honestly think Shakur will win a decision, but I think it'll probably be like a 120, like 107. Like he made.
Now you think you're gonna box the shit out of Zepeda then?
Yeah. It's hard for me. I can't see now. I mean, I'd like to be surprised and be like Zepeda will be like, well, we'll show a level and really give Shakur something to really fight about or whatever. Like, I think it's in him. But like I said before, them farmer fights did nothing for his reputation.
Yeah, no, that's facts. Like, I mean, I'm going by Shakur by decision. If it was the farmer fights, you take the farmer fights, I'd probably be going for Zepeda, but like I just don't like Shakur Stevenson. I think he'll just win a 115, 116, 112 type of fight. It's one of those fights. I hope I'm wrong and we get a great fight, and it might be better for the sport if Zepeda wins, but who knows?
That low key, that might be true, but. It's sad to say it, but you might be true about that.
Why would that be better for the sport?
Because he's just a better matchup for other fighters. Whereas Shakur Stevenson, it's like he don't like he's not going to sell himself in these performances. Like, and Shakur Stevenson, he needs to be fighting somebody dangerous all the time, or you ain't going to see the best of him.
No, I'm with y'all real quick. I'm with y'all in terms of a decision. I think Shakur should be able. I think Shakur should be able to be able to stop Zepeda at this point. I know I've seen Zepeda dropped a couple times already. I think Shakur should be.
And that's possible too. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Shakur stops Zepeda. Like, but it's like it's just one of those because like Shakur seems like he might be just locked in. Everybody's getting at him because hey man. Your fights are boring as fuck. Turkey making fun of him every tweet.
Niggas was believing the shrinking ring type shit.
Niggas were like, but you know what? I'm not mad at that idea. Like I kind of fuck with that idea. I think somebody need to just take up that idea and literally see what you could do with it. Because think about this. If you start out a fight in the first 2 rounds, the ring is like 20 by 20. Then round 3, the ring is 18 by 18. Round 5, the ring is damn 15 by 15.
Yeah.
That should be fire.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that'd be insane. But I can't see the sanction advice allowing something like that. That shit would be too fucking crazy.
Dude, boxing's at a point where you just need to have money and just make something happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like with the weed boxing events, like nigga, that would sell out if like the whole Chavez Jr. types would kill that shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you had it like, look, man, you can't take no other drugs, but you can smoke before your fight. And then training, I'm telling you. You get Cypress Hill and Wiz Khalifa and all them niggas to throw a concert after the fight. Bro, like that's just gonna print money. The boxers know they could smoke. You have Mike Tyson making an appearance. I'm telling niggas, man. I'm telling you. A boxing smoke event would do numbers in boxing.
Easy. Well, no, Beth says, nah, that's some WWE type stuff.
Listen, you don't have to have the top level boxers doing this. All you need is a few names or some niggas who I don't want to have to say it like the niggas, because I don't want this nigga to fight no more. But the niggas like the Chop Corleys, the niggas who thinking about bare knuckle boxing, I will put them in this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and honestly, I think that's better than bare knuckle boxing. Let some niggas get high and fucking box. The fuck? And that's how you're promoting it? Like, bro, you put it in a place where niggas can smoke in the arena, nigga. I'm telling you, somebody's hearing this and they're like, yeah, I ain't gonna like them niggas is cooking tonight. Like, that's a great idea.
But look,
I mean, you saw the vibe at that Jake Paul. What was it, Nate Campbell? Which fight it was where Oscar De La Hoya was going off?
A recent fight or a past fight?
You know, he was sitting on the Cunningham.
Oh yeah, on that Triller card. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that was a whole smoking event, and you see how lit that shit was.
Yeah, I mentioned before, Triller had something before they ruined it with the whole Trump shit. And
yeah, like you don't need to lean into the sports, y'all gotta stop leaning into the whole political shit. Like the amount of damn UFC fighters that be dick riding Trump is like, come on.
Yeah, we ain't UFC, nigga. I don't want to see Donald Trump getting fucking Stone Cold pops every time, type shit. Come on.
Yeah, like the fuck,
yeah, Triller should have.
Triller had something. They literally did.
Yeah, Triller as a like I said, because that shit was because I mean Oscar was going. I mean, it felt like that was like the only thing that felt like it was some ECW energy, like there were boxes, like the fights were kind of hard, and the commentary was on some wild shit. This,
and the atmosphere, it was nothing like it. Like, and that's the thing. I'm not saying like if the president want to come see your fight, come to your event, I get it. Like I was gonna say it's a free country, but it's the fucking president. I can't just say, well, nah, man, I don't want you at your boxing event. But my whole thing is, you don't have to cater around it.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. If Trump want to be at a boxing event, I know he like fights. Go ahead. You deserve that. Hey, do it. But all this dick riding and catering to it is just like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Now I have no interest in watching Triller again.
Yeah. Didn't they have fucking Trump was commenting at one point?
Yeah.
Wasn't even bad, but still.
Yeah.
It's like, why? It's like it's too much. Like, you don't need it.
But yeah, no, with the whole moving ring thing, to me, it's one of Turkey's sick jokes about the time when Jerry fights, because or Jerry fights. That motherfucker, he is on it. He don't want to.
He was cooking with that one, man. He was cooking. Jerry fights.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how Ring 3 is gonna go because clearly now from what after the whole Times Square card, what Turkey's gonna expect from the 4 fights, and of course, in the prelims though, he brought over that one Arabian fighter that he likes that he puts on all the prelims. You can't fight for a lick, but it's his countryman, so it's like okay, I'll give him a little shot.
That nigga probably getting paid. He got that's a full-time job for him just being on them cards.
It must be, and he stinks too. So it's like, and as well as that Japanese cat who's probably the only one that really gave a decent performance on that Times Square card. So it's like they're on the prelims though. Thank goodness don't be on the prelims because they're not on the main card though. But Turkey. Yeah, I think this card is gonna be. You can tell Turkey's probably gonna be in the back, like, okay, you guys gotta fight, like, it ain't none of that Times Square bullshit. Like you motherfuckers gotta throw some hands,
that's all it is. Like nobody cares about we know it's hit and be hit. I mean hit and don't get hit.
Yeah.
But these niggas is don't get hit, maybe hit you.
Yeah.
Like and you got. And I'm tired of niggas on this whole because even Najee, the cigar talks was on some. God damn, his takes are getting worse and worse. But he was even on some shit like, man, like y'all trying to alter, like the way people. No, nobody's trying to alter the way people box. You know what the fuck boxing is, and you know what the fuck running is.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like Najee can't be sitting there watching the fucking Times Square card and thinking like that was the best shit he saw all year. Like he'd be capping hard.
Yeah, like just stop. Like all you niggas like you could be a Devin Haney fan and recognize that he looked shitty in that fight. That he ran too fucking much. Easily. There's nothing against him, his father, his kids, none of that shit. The man looked trash that night. Like, you could say it nicely, you could say it harshly. Either way, it's the same fucking thing.
Or you can let CompuBox speak for you because it broke a fucking record that shouldn't have been broke.
Thank you. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can't skew them shit. You can't alter that shit. We know what we saw. You got niggas posting. I seen a clip where somebody had a Floyd outboxing Guerrero, and just in the pocket, 3-foot rule, not using movement, but just enough to get out of the way and still attack.
Mm-hmm.
And it's side by side of what Devin Haney was doing against Ramirez. And you see Devin Haney lapping like it's the English Channel. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, come on. Like, if someone like Rancis Bartholomew could put hands on Ramirez, then I don't see why a prime fighter like Devin Haney can't do the same.
Yeah, like bro, and we're not like this is different if David Lemieux is damn chucking bombs at you and relentlessly. Mm-hmm. But this was a guy like Ramirez who really wasn't, throwing like that either.
Yeah.
So damn, you can't open up and put punishment on this nigga? Like,
yeah. Like
you asking for too much?
Yeah, like I know Turkey gets a lot of blame for a lot of different things, but this is something that he's 100% correct in. 100.
Thank you. Yeah. And niggas know me. I criticize Turkey and all the time, but this is one of those things, like Pat said, that I can't criticize him on that. And the niggas is like, oh, it's too much of an influence. Oh, now it's too much of an influence. The fuck, like, nigga, if I'm Turkey and I'm putting up money, career paydays for niggas, and you getting in the ring throwing 300 punches in 12 rounds,
yeah.
Nigga, you lucky I don't have a royal guard come after your ass after that. Motherfucker, nigga, don't get me started. Let Ring Gang pay for a fucking boxing event and you want to throw 250 punches in 12 rounds. Mm-hmm. Every nigga on this podcast be after you, nigga. What the fuck?
I'm saying.
Like, yo, security, this nigga try to leave with that check.
Yeah,
Nigga averaged 18 punches around.
Yeah, that shit.
Don't let him leave the premises.
Yeah, that shit too crazy though. But like I said though, that's one thing I'll encourage. Like, because I mean, he and his mentors put together that card for a reason. Because a good solid fights where they make sense and it's action. Like, but yeah, it looks like you can't just be out here just like bullshitting, and just.
I honestly feel that's what he did. Like, honestly, I don't think we get this card Minus the Zepeda Shakur. I think we were always going to get that fight
at some point. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I don't think we get this whole card if the Fatal Fury NYC shit didn't suck so bad.
That's also true. Yeah, because I think he goes. I think Turkey was like, because he was embarrassed too, because you could tell that dude was pissed. Like you saw him when the camera on him, he wasn't happy because he tried to make that shit like very unique and only the chosen few and the chosen few got was put onto some bullshit. It didn't feel like, and he got embarrassed. So yeah, I think that's why we're getting
because there was no literal payoff for the event. Like all the fights trash. You broke records for being trash. Like it was if you just do some Men in Black shit and just put something to a nigga eye and just be like, yo, like forget that fight existed. I'm gonna just take the damn poster off the wall, just throw it out the window, like fuck it. Like I don't think no one would care like that.
But dude is definitely trying to between this and then the card that just got announced for November, and I'm sure there's gonna be. I know he's still trying to do the 5-on-5 shit, and I know there's and of course Ben and Eubank too. Like he's definitely on a mission to kind of to push that Tom and Jerry, no Tom and Jerry fight philosophy. So I mean, we're gonna have to like with that we're gonna have to let him cook on that part, just to see what.
Because y'all are making a king's ransom for these fights, bro. You mean to tell me you can't do what you're being paid to do?
Yeah.
Is that like what are we doing here? Like, I'm sure everybody worked. Like, if niggas come and like, yo, man, I'm about to give you this 5% raise. Yeah, but you're gonna have to step it up a little bit. Are y'all getting mad at the manager? Y'all gonna? I gotta talk to the CEO.
When I got on PBC for paying fighters to fight some old bullshit. Specifically got on Al Heyman and Andre Burdick, who literally shouldn't be broke to this day. Like if I hear he's broke, I won't even be like.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I hear Berto broke, there's a problem with everything in life at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime you bring that up, I always gotta say this nigga made $900,000 for fucking fighting Freddie Hernandez.
Exactly.
One punch knockout in the first round.
Yeah.
If that ain't the easiest bag I've seen a nigga get, I don't know what easy is.
And that's probably one of the main reasons why HBO didn't want no more Al Heyman fights. Just put it that way. It's because of that.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of Floyd or anything. It was because of that. So, yeah. Like, if you're being paid a lot of money, then you gotta fight, and you gotta fight the way. Yeah. Like, if you're fighting, like you're going through the motions, then yeah, take your money and retire somewhere if you don't want to fight like that. Like.
Retire far the fuck away too. Don't even retire in regular society. So I gotta see you doing regular shit and be pissed off still.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Go be in the fucking woods or something. Go in the mountains, nigga. Be in Tibet or some shit.
Yeah,
y'all niggas killing me. Because this is the thing. Like when someone says, "Hey, man, yo, be more excited. Throw more punches." Nobody's saying, "Hey, drop your hands, fight at your waist, and don't just say fuck defense, stick your chin up." No one's saying all that.
And throw haymakers at each other.
Yeah, no one's saying, "Oh, y'all won't rock." Y'all fuck niggas always do this shit. Like whenever niggas say, "Hey man, throw more punches," y'all be like, "Oh, so y'all won't rock them sucking robots?" No, nigga. Like no one said that. Like, like I say pass the hot sauce. That don't mean okay, roll my goddamn pizza in fucking Scotch bonnet peppers and shit, and then throw it in jalapeno sauce. Like, no, nigga. Like, no one. I just wanted hot sauce. You trying to put lava on the pizza now, nigga? Like, the fuck. Y'all always going to another level with this shit. Like, stop being that way, motherfucker. Y'all getting that much money, nigga? Throw them fucking punches. Berto spending too much money a day or something. No, we don't look. We're not saying Berto broke. We said he should never be broke. We not putting out no rumor. I don't want niggas to be like, God damn, Andre Berto broke. What are you doing? Nah, we not saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Andre Berto shouldn't be broke, and I know he's not broke. But
that's the last nigga I ever want to hear broke.
Yeah, I'm just putting him as an example of someone who got paid a lot of money for fighting people he probably should have not been fighting.
We don't even be counting. We don't be pocket watching and counting niggas' money on Ring Gang, but we gotta make certain. We gotta make certain statements and shit. Certain shit you gotta say, but it was just a hypothetical statement. Like it's nothing. Shout outs to Berto. Fuck it. Florida, Haiti. Zoe was good, but yeah, he definitely never should hear him be going broke. Yeah,
no, not at all. But like I said, I'm looking forward to this card. And then just mention this, because I think Lukey mentioned it earlier too. Pro Box has a card that will start at 5:30 Eastern time, because they're trying to make sure it runs so it doesn't interfere with the Ring 3 card. So I like Pro Box has a lot of flexibility. Although I do think they should go back to doing it on Wednesdays instead of Saturdays. But I get it. They're trying to grow, and they're putting on like bigger fights.
Some fights are Saturday worthy. I'll give them that. But then, like you said, I think some fights, should be Wednesday. Well,
no, I ain't gonna lie. Pro Box quality been going down since it's been on Saturday. But probably they probably do it for money. More people are able to go to the show type of thing. But the quality has.
But the matchups need to reflect that, because I agree with you, bro.
But at least this cover card. I mean, obviously it sucks because Lester Martinez is out again with more migraines. And I get it. You can't if you ever had a migraine, the last thing you want is a nigga hitting you upside the head. Like, you can't do that. Like, so I get it though, but it's just again, like, you can't stay healthy enough. Like, you can't be. That's twice out of this year you pull out of fights because of your health. So
that's like that one nigga who kept pulling out them fights. Is that Cesar Martinez?
Which one?
Was it Cesar Martinez? It was one of those niggas. I think he ended up losing to Chocolatito, Roman Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Julio Cesar Martinez, yeah.
Yeah, okay, see, yeah, remember, wasn't he pulling out of fights left and right at one point?
Yeah, either because of weight issues, and then of course, Karma got up to him because he got KO'd by a jobber for the first time in his last fight. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's brutal.
But
boxing guys don't like ugly. Remember that.
No, they don't though. But fun things too. Just even with that one fight going, they got a new main event. Like, there's still really good fights on there. Like, obviously they got Pro Box favorite Vladimir Hernandez. He's on there again, and he's the main event. And every time he's in the main event, he puts on a good fight.
Yeah, he gonna throw some fucking hands. Vladimir Hernandez is dope.
Yeah, against Francisco Vera, who's known for almost beating Jahai Tucker and Top Rank, almost giving him a pink slip because of it. And then he lost to Brandon Adams in OTX though, so that's actually a really, really great fight.
Damn good fight. But see, and you know what? Like that's like, there's so much boxing this week. I don't like when it just bunched up in 2 days. Like, that should have been a Wednesday card.
Yeah, I agree. Or even a Sunday card if you want to be. But yeah, that should have been like.
Yeah, if you wanted the weekend, and it's like, fuck it. Like, I couldn't get Saturday, couldn't get Friday. Do Sunday, but god damn, nigga, like, no, there's no breathing room. Like, you watch the you're gonna watch a fucking 3 or 4 hour card on Friday night.
Maybe even longer than that.
maybe even longer. So you're talking about maybe 4 hours minimum. Then Saturday, what time the Pro Box fight start? Card start
at 5:30. It's gonna be Eastern time on Saturday.
And what time the Ring 3 shit start?
I think it starts at 9. I think.
Damn, they starting at 9 with all them goddamn fights.
Yeah, I think it's either 8:30 or 9. I have to double check on that. But the card's supposed to be, because I think they put it that early so it doesn't interfere with Ring 3 card. So I'm sure it must be like 9 or something like that.
Yeah, all right.
But but either way, like I said, it's a lot of boxing, and the Pro Box card definitely should be a card that should have a day to itself.
Yeah. But I can kind of see what Paulie said. Like, they probably trying to do the event Saturday, more people could come and all that. But the matchups got to reflect that. Although this matchup does, it's a good fight, but still, like, due to logistics, like, it's a lot of boxing this weekend. Like, I think Pro Box needs to find that lane where they showcase on the weekends there's not boxing like that.
Yeah, like this card should have been put on last Saturday. I would have gladly watched.
Yeah, like this would have been a great card for last Saturday or a Saturday where there's no big events, no fights, and it's like, okay, hold on, Pro Box. Mm-hmm. That's what Pro Box used to do. Pro Box used to hold it down. The Pro Box is like that 24-hour diner that's decent, that's always going to be there for you when no matter where you at, what time, whatever, it's just going to be there. Like it's going to hold you down. It ain't the Cheesecake Factory or no glamorous shit or whatever, but like it quiets the stomach rumblings. Like, so you gotta find your lane.
Oh, just one more thing before we get up out of here, because I just happened to see this latest tweet from Dan Raphael. So that new card that got announced today, the Ring 4 card with Benavidez and Yard and Haney Norman and Mason and Noakes and Bam and Puma. I mean, that's gonna be pay-per-view, but it's only gonna be $29.99. So that's, I guess, the low point pay-per-view.
So okay, yeah, wait. So a better card gets a lower pay-per-view, and a worse card gets a higher pay-per-view. What's going on? Because that November card is definitely better than this Ring 3 shit.
It is, absolutely. No, easy, son.
So why are we paying so hold on. Why are we selling a PlayStation 1 for $800 and then we gonna sell a PlayStation 5 for like $500?
I mean, I can't complain. Like, really, like
I'm not, but I'm just there's no rhyme or reason with it. Like these niggas just do what they just make up. They just make it up as they go along. That's my whole thing. Like,
yeah.
Like, when are we gonna be getting back to free fights on the app that niggas pay for?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, honestly, if it was part of the sub, I mean, that would be better though. But I can part with $29 because the card is fire. That's
fuck that. Like these niggas, you paying for the app already. Like now you gotta pay additional money after the monthly fee for the app. When's the last time these niggas had a good free fight?
Let's see, when's the last time
God damn, like really, you had to think about it.
Nigga, I watch a lot of boxing. I need to actually think about what I watch.
Yeah, I'm at the point in my life where I probably train more boxing than I watch boxing. So I get it. Like it's transitional period.
Yeah, I mean, Ubek Ben was a pay-per-view.
What I'm saying?
When was the last time I watched the Zone?
There really hasn't been one, to be honest.
Thank you. But Turkey's saving the sport.
I mean, unless I count, either.
And before we go, I'm gonna complain, and heads up, I'm gonna be complaining the whole time because I think Norman Hayes should have main event that card because Yarde already failed twice. Whatever though.
I feel you with that, but I feel like Benavidez is the biggest star name on that whole card.
I agree with that. Well, Haney Benavidez, I think it's pretty close. Yeah.
Nah, Benavidez is definitely a bigger name than Devin Haney, bro.
You think so? You think so? 100%?
Yes, and because he doesn't have no fucking recent blip. Like all the cokehead shit is years ago.
I think we found a poll for tomorrow. Hey, who's more popular? Pause. But who's more popular between Haney and Benavidez?
That's an excellent. Yeah, that's great actually.
Yeah, that'll be. I'll be. Yeah, I mean, they're both known as can be, but
they're top 5 American boxers. No disagreement. But if you was to say between Devin Haney and Benavidez, I think Benavidez is more known. Like I've had fucking casuals when I've been training come up and mention Benavidez. I've never had niggas mention Devin Haney to me in my life. Unless it was with the Ryan Garcia fight.
Of course.
So yeah, and I don't think Benavidez is that much a bigger name than Devin Haney, but I think it is noticeable. He's a bigger name, but it's not like this. It's more like he's in the space that Crawford is starting to occupy type shit. And Crawford's a bigger name than both of them, but Benavidez is closer to Crawford. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it is. That makes sense too. But yeah, I think it was just a really good fight with kind of kind of changed the balance, I'd say, in terms of popularity for Haney.
I agree with that. If Devin Haney beats Norman, yeah, I think he kind of, because Norman buzzing. I kind of get what Pilot's saying because Norman's buzzing.
It's welterweight.
But Devin Haney isn't.
Make welterweight great again. That's been my slogan for the past year. Let's do it.
Take two niggas to do that though.
Yeah, well, look. I mean, welterweight. I'm more than Jay. Welterweight is I'm disgusted with welterweight. Like I've been.
Don't get past started.
Yeah, no, yeah. Welterweight. Actually, welterweight is a trash division. Like it really, truly is.
Yeah, that's the best. But it's crazy we saying that. But if we look at it, like welterweight got meaningful fights this year too.
Which is true, but yeah, right. But welterweight needs to do a little bit more. Like I can't, like I said, I can't see other divisions that kind of rebuild, themselves like 154 or 135 or 140 or 175, and try to give welterweight praise when they're not doing shit. I can't do it.
No, I agree, but we'll see. Like it was a good good session to talk about all these fights and shit.
We need more fights on the more weekends. I know. At least, thankfully, this month July is full of fights. For the next 3 weekends, and so that's thank goodness for that.
Because they was top heavy the other months, and it's like, damn, okay, you got 30 days in the fucking month, nigga. Like,
well, I know we're gonna complain probably next weekend when there's like 4 different cards like going on. Like, I mean, that's yeah.
But are any of these good cards? Or are they just cards?
They're all known cards, bro. Like,
no, July 19th is more stacked. July 19th.
You have the PBC card, you have the BAM card, you have Usyk and Dubois. And I know I'm missing one.
Yeah, Usyk Dubois. Okay, I want to see that. The PBC, that's the whole Pandora Zoo Pario.
Yeah.
You know the fight I'm talking about.
And then there's the BAM card, and there's one more card that I just. Why am I missing that?
Hold on, BAM fighting? Who? What?
Yeah, BAM. It's so Macumbi and Macumbi Pacheco's the co-main, which is a good fight, pretty good fight for BAM and Kafu, and then we have Usyk Dubois on the 19th as well as the Pacquiao Barrios.
There's 4. I know there's 4. I know I'm missing a card. There's one. Yeah, like that. Either way, that's a full weekend. Like that. Like that's. And truthfully, I'm happy because I'm like, okay, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's good that boxing at least is kind of picking up again for this month and maybe in August too. Because I mean, in August goes into August, so no more lulls for a little bit.
Yeah. Hopefully, no more pay-per-views for a little bit, but they.
Yeah, that too. Thankfully, I guess. Yeah, thankfully, I think in August it's Duarte and Kenneth Sims. That's not pay-per-view, surprisingly. So that's actually part of my sub.
Surprise.
Yeah.
But think about it. Look at the level of fight we're having to get. That's a good fight. But Kenneth Sims and Duarte is regular boxing. Like, you'll give us that for free, but y'all won't give us boxing's getting too expensive now. Yeah,
boxing is getting to funny things too is I mean, like I said, that's why it's gonna be interesting to see where Top Rank goes after if they don't get a last minute change with ESPN because like I said, I love the streaming services, but there has to be boxing on actual terrestrial TV. Like there has to be it should not all be on streams. Like there definitely needs to be a network that will actually want to invest.
Could you please
in
clarify
boxing.
What you mean about streams?
Oh shit! Sorry, that was my Echo Dot.
I feel you, but you're right. And it's like Top Rank. Like y'all got to start making the matchups people want to see sooner. Like I'm tired of this whole narrative that boxing was fucking trash before Turkey started putting these fights together. Every time I scroll Twitter, some asshole is like, man, we would have never got these fights before. Like, dude, do you know the history of boxing? Do you know how many big fights we've been getting every year before this nigga showed up? Didn't somebody say, well, damn, what about 2023? Oh, man, nobody was trying to see Crawford Spence and Inoue Fulton. Get the fuck out of here. That ain't that. Then you're like, okay, 2020. And no one's trying to see Wilder, Fury, Lomachenko, Teal. 2019. Man, no one's trying to, come on, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I stop glazing this motherfucker like shit. Yeah, it just gets old. Like you could give niggas props. Like we give Turkey props all the time. We call him out on his shit too, but he's been positive to boxing in some way. Like, I give him his props, but goddamn, like this whole he's saving the galaxy type shit, y'all could stop with that narrative. Y'all make it seem like nobody, like, is he putting money in y'all pocket specifically?
He probably is in some ways.
God damn, then, whew, like, put some in the graphics guy pocket then, nigga. Hey, you just spreading the wealth like that, shit. But yeah, man, ain't the thing. I'm hyped for boxing. I hope these cards end up being good, especially Netflix, because that's the one that we're not paying extra to see, and it has more long-term significance and impact.
As long as the cards that it's buying performs, because
so
Netflix,
greater ramifications.
Because Netflix has gotten rid of shows that were actually good and without any rhyme or reason. So imagine what they'll do if
boxing,
we know if the performance is poor, they're not going to invest in boxing like that. That's
like, boxing. Get the fuck out of here! The last time we put boxing, like, you feel me? So all the cards need to end up being good, but the Netflix especially for the ladies too, and I do wish that they kind of cater to the women a little bit in the marketing. Maybe be more in some women's spaces, so you get more women boxing fans for this event. But hey, it's whatever. There's, y'all watch.
Yeah, I mean, they'll hear about it in some fashion. That's how it always goes.
No, you're right. But sometimes you gotta kind of meet them halfway or do a little something to kind of get them there, because they wanna they fuck with it. It's just sometimes you gotta just do a little light pandering. They remember they do heavy-handed pandering for everything else for women.
Right.
So you can't pander a little boxing? Goddamn. That's all I'm saying. But yo, man, the great show. Y'all make sure we'll do the music show next week, but we'll be back Wednesday, talk shit, whatever, chop it up.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Wednesday will be, no other than yours truly's birthday. So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's another reason, you're gonna enjoy the birthday. If not, if Pat show up, he can show up and bounce, whatever the fuck, wish this nigga a happy Ring Gang birthday. Y'all show this nigga love.
Yeah, there might be a tweet out there, if you want, show me some, you can show me birthday love by donating to our super chats or our PayPal, all that. We'll make sure we put that out there.
Cash App up, like, yeah.
That's all the birthday love I need, at least from the Ring Gang side.
Everybody just enjoy shit. And if we don't do a show, we got so much new shows and shit that's on that goddamn channel. Y'all can check that out.
Check out them lives though. So we've been putting in work. Train some champions of tomorrow type of shit, or just champions, or just people that just want to do some self defense or some fitness. And
exactly. And R.I.P. Young Noble from the Outlaws. Y'all check out the tribute show did yesterday. Just played a lot of Outlaws, Tupac music, and just vibe. Shout out to Iconic Youth Beats. This one dude came in there from Russia who had some beats that he wanted me to listen to. And so I played some of them. He had a few bangers. He had a few that was hot. So shout out to him. But yeah, it was impromptu as fuck. I didn't even know. Because it was a tribute show, but it was still dope. Yeah, a lot of niggas coming through showing love and support the Young Noble in his career and his untimely passing. So, it was good. It was a good day. Got a bunch of new subs. I think 12 total yesterday from the 7 from the damn the training, 5 from the tribute. So, Ring Gang looking good. We moving. And we want y'all to move with us. So, shout outs to y'all for fucking with us.
And hopefully we'll get some interviews. We're trying to schedule some interviews for the near future because, Ring Gang interviews, when we do them, you could tell that there's no equal to that shit. So,
yeah, Definitely.
Yeah,
Best interviews in the fucking game, like this nigga said.
And then eventually, sometime down the line, the cartoon that we've been working on will eventually make its
Cause you know what? I gotta holler at Prolific. I know he's back, but he's been busy as shit. Cause I've even hit him up to see if he could do some highlights videos and boxing shit. And I know he's been super busy. But yeah, the cartoon shit is work. But we'll get there. You know, we gonna do it all. Like, you know, Ring Gang forever, Ring Gang worldwide, Ring Gang in the future. Ring Gang is now, nigga. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and of course I got my Forgotten Fades article, you know, in production for the next one to write about. So yeah, watch out for that one too. So I'm using this week to kind of try to get as much as I can get done, at least with that. You know, as I try to do different things. You know, so
I'll upload more shorts. We to the point we almost getting 20,000 views on the channel like every 28 days, every month.
Yeah, so
it's we making moves, nigga.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely just stay tuned, man. But yeah, though, this was a great show. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB, so the word for God, the Go artist, for King Queen Bodega B, for Conscious Plan, for Rome Top 5. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Get out and lay down, nigga. Ring Gang.